Hey, what's up? It's Avery, Studio 7.62. How you doing? I'm gonna color some stuff. You can hang out if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. If you don't, yeah, that's fine too. Yeah, audio's working. All right, let's get to work, bitches. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Dillard? First. Yeah, that's not an achievement here, man. It's not that cool. The comment should be only first. That shit. Oh yeah, you coloring some commissions? Cool. I'm coloring some furries. Yeah, hold on. I'll send you a link. There you are. Hey, what a jump. There you go. Send the link, man. Let me go look and see. Because you have to let people in once they're in on this. Big dick Dillard. Yeah, that's funny.
What's going on?
What's up, man?
I'm coloring this hummingbird.
Cool.
This was this is a commission sent to me. Apparently he had who's this guy here that was doing the other one? He had a good artist.
Oh,
Let me find it. Vinny Tartamella
Hmm.
was doing the original concepts for it.
I've heard that name somewhere. I've heard, I think I've heard his name around.
I think he's been on IndieCom TV once for an interview for a book he had out. I don't recall which one though.
Okay.
But he has a little hummingbird called Manners, and he wanted me to do him up cartoony style.
Oh, cool.
So what you're working on, Andrew's Hero?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think how to arrange this so your screen can be seen too, because I'm screen sharing because I'm coloring. I don't like that it doesn't. You can't have your.
No, I think that if you have two people working on a program, it doesn't work. But I'm using my actual camera,
Yeah.
so it should work. I'm not actually screen sharing anything.
Yeah, but I am. So it kind of it has you up, but you're small like my like my camera off to the side.
Oh, let me see.
Where's the? I just click through all the controls and it's like. Okay, that's how I focus in on you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
I was gonna have what you're working on bigger on the screen, but it doesn't like to work that way.
Yeah, it don't matter. It's all right. This isn't for public view anyway.
All right.
People are gonna start calling me a furry artist.
I think that bugged Andrew a little bit when it
It
first
did.
started.
You could tell it in his voice.
Yeah. I was just like, roll with it, dude.
Yeah, who cares? An artist is an artist.
He's not. He's just in that anthro mode for Hero because he's got like 10 volumes of that plan.
Really?
Yeah, that's the reason he's like on number 3.
10 volumes?
Yeah,
Shit.
it's like
So is he more of a writer than an artist?
both, but he mainly writes his own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really work with other people that much.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, does he consider himself, or it's just shaken out that way?
A artist-writer.
He's a total package creator.
Yeah.
All right, let me go share this out.
I've written some stuff, but it sucks.
I haven't written anything. Like, I have, like, what do you call that? Like, I haven't even gotten as far as, like, beat sheets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Like, I have, like, my page will consist of, like, this page and then describe what's happening on that page. And that's it.
Like, a couple of short stories I wrote and drew were in heavy metal a long time ago. But, like, I really could have used an editor to help, you know? It was stuff I wrote, drew, and lettered myself. And it's like, I really could have used an editor. That would have been nice.
So I don't know. How do you get past the point of just the thought of an editor being like, because I just the thought of me talking to an editor gets me in the mindset of like, fuck you.
No, you put on your big boy pants and you suck it up.
Because like I maybe it's my ego, but I think that
No, good editors.
Writing and stuff isn't even a thing.
No, good editors and good art directors are really helpful. They steer you in the right direction sometimes. They find your mistakes and you're gonna make them. And they help with that. There are good editors, good art directors out there.
But how, like, you can very easily tell the difference between a good and a bad artist. How do you tell the difference between a good and a bad editor?
They're usually raging pricks and who can't get their point across and can't and don't know how to handle you and steer you in the right direction without pissing you off.
So what you're saying is I have yet to meet a good editor.
Maybe it is possible. Like the stuff I did for heavy metal, I just sent it to them, and then like months and months later, they contacted me to buy one of the stories. I was like, cool. I signed a contract. The book came out. I got paid. I got a couple of comps, and then months and months and months after that, they contacted me to buy the other story, and that one I never got paid for. I did get my comps though, which is really weird.
I would be like, is this my payment?
I couldn't get a hold of anyone. Then after after like a year or two, I was just like, I gave up. You know, I was just like, okay, this isn't ever going to happen.
So Avery, what do I got to do to get you into a brand new Cross Comics Canadian Shield T-shirt?
Super fat boy size, tall. They have to be tall. I'm 6'3".
They only have up to 4X long.
that should be loose on me.
Oh, so you're not that fat then?
No, I'm fat, but I'm not that fat. I got to get back to the gym and take this weight off.
So are you rocking like a 2X tall or a 3X tall?
Oh, I'm almost slim. Like I got a little bit of when I'm a 2X tall, all I really have is a little bit of beer belly and some love handles.
So like if you're wearing a 2X regular, your stomach isn't hanging out the bottom of the shirt.
No, it's just the shirt's a little too short. It just comes to my belt.
Okay.
Like I don't look all that fat when I'm in a 2X. Like some people even in 2X look fat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It's just I just got a little bit of belly and love handles in a 2X.
All right.
Now I'm wearing a 3X tall now because I put back on 60 pounds after losing just over 100. I put back on about 50 or 60.
You lost 100?
Over 100. I used to be almost 100 more than that.
Damn.
At one point, I was 390 something.
Okay, hold on a second.
I've been in 5X talls.
Wow. That's a fat boy.
Yeah, man. 6'3", 390 something.
Oh yeah, the biggest I ever got was 350. But again, I'm only 6 foot even.
Yeah, I got to get motivated because I do not want to get that heavy again.
So what was it that got you that heavy?
Eating the wrong crap. I can even exercise, but if I just do cardio, I won't lose that much weight. I have to lift weights or I'll only lose maybe 20, 30 pounds if I don't lift weights. And I have to cut out carbs. But I can eat all the time if I eat the right stuff and lift weights. I eat constantly. And I can't afford the food bill right now either. Like my grocery bill skyrockets and I lose weight.
Dude, it's awful. I was at the store today and I was like right now we're trying to kind of pinch our pennies because we don't want to put any more into our house because we're kind of living right now in two places because we're showing the house and we're also doing, so I have to make the house available during the times where I'm normally sleeping so I can spend the night at my in-laws or my brothers, And so like I don't want to go grocery shopping, but I went grocery shopping and I don't want to spend that much money. So we've been also kind of like stocking the fridges at the places we go, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, shit, what do I do? And I'm like buying all this garbage food because I don't want to spend when I'm buying ramen and shit.
Yep. Same.
So
Eating all the wrong stuff.
But it's so cheap, man.
Exactly. Now, if I eat steak and vegetables, I can eat like an animal all day.
Well, that's what I normally do because I'm diabetic. So I just eat vegetables and steaks and butter.
Yeah. Well, guess what, dude? If you started lifting weights just lightly, because the afterburn from lifting weights is 4 times that of cardio, with that heightened metabolism that keeps burning fat, it's much, much longer than cardio. If you just started lifting weights a half hour a day and then did a half hour of cardio, dude, it would fall off. It would melt like that butter.
I love melted butter. Dude, my wife put me up on this no carb treat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost fell over. It was so good. It's you know what chicharrones are, right?
No.
Okay, chicharrón it's like fried pig skin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Pig skin and fat.
Pork rinds.
Yeah, pork rinds. There you go. Yeah, pork rinds. So it's fried. It's pork rinds. Then you take those pork rinds. You get a cup of butter, or however much butter you want. You put in the microwave, melt it down, and then you add about 3 packets of Splenda and a dash of cinnamon. You put it in the pork rind bag, shake it up. It tastes like you're eating those Mexican churros. You know what I mean?
Oh my god,
it's so good.
that sounds like a heart attack.
Yeah.
But, it sounds good.
It's no carb and it's delicious.
Oh yeah.
Because she used to do that. She used to do that Atkins carb stuff.
Yeah.
So as soon as I went to zero carbs, because I'm eating essentially like no sugar, zero carbs. That way, because I actually like my sugar. I don't have to take any medicine. That's what I eat is fine.
Yeah.
It keeps it at around 111.
Yeah. If I don't lose some more weight again, I'll become pre-diabetic. I'm getting close, but it goes away completely if I lose the weight.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Weight has a lot to do with a lot of it.
Yeah. If I get my weight down around 250.
Well, that ain't bad for somebody that's 6'3".
Exactly. If I get a lot of and I lift weights, a lot of my health problems go away.
There we go.
They just poof.
There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I was tweeting it out. So
no, it's no problem.
Because one thing I have a hard time with is talking points when I do live streams on myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it helps to have someone to talk with about any just normal bullshit.
Mm-hmm. So this guy sent me back. He's like, I want you to make his beak narrower and give him some teeth. And I was like, the teeth doesn't really match the shape of the mouth, how it's smiling.
Yeah. That's
okay. Okay, if it's okay, then it's okay.
Yeah. That's what they want. Do it.
Who am I to tell you what you want? You know?
Yeah. Although sometimes you can talk people into what you want.
That takes work though.
Yeah.
Like doing tattoos. Like I used to do tattoos, and it's like one of my strengths is kind of because I have an artistic eye. I can kind of tell what people want better than what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll tell me, no, I want this. I'm like, you don't. You want this. Yes, I do want that. That's so much better. Thank you. You know. But then again, it that's work for you. It takes extra time for you to convince them.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, I was like, never mind. Just don't tell anybody where you got it.
Yeah. I've had some people make some strange requests for things. I'm just like, okay. I do it. It's like, yeah. It's just like, I don't sign it.
Yep. Just don't sign it. You're good to go.
Yeah. Like those.
So where'd you get that tattoo? We telling nobody.
Yeah. I've had a lot of people say I should do tattoos, and I'm like, No, I shouldn't.
Yeah, I got super because dude, I'm ghetto, right? So like grew up in a ghetto area. So I was like got really tired of like accepting like stereos
Hmm.
and stuff for tattoos. I'm like, just you know what, dude, just give me some money. I don't want your dope. Just give me some money.
Yeah, I grew up in a trailer park, man.
You know, I don't want your RC car. Okay, let me see here. Where's that? Where is this? Okay. So I haven't colored in a while. I'm trying to figure out. I forgot how to use this program for coloring.
Was that a Clip Studio?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like it though. It's nice.
I've seen some people do some good stuff with it.
It's real simple.
It seems really awesome at the digital inking.
Yeah, I do like it for that.
I've seen some people's digital inks with that program, and I'm just kind of like, wait, that was digital? That doesn't look digital.
Yeah, I was talking to Todd Mulrooney the other day, and we were talking about, I don't know who the guy is, but he's the guy that's doing the Shinobi Sasquatch,
Mm-hmm.
and we were kind of like fangirling over the line work on it.
Yeah, that guy's stuff looks great.
Yeah,
that book looks awesome.
And then I saw a tweet from the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he says during his tweet, because it's all because I was looking at the line work and it looks like it was perfected digitally. Like he put like a guide and started doing the tapering with the lines on a guide or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not. It's all hand drawn.
Mm-hmm.
And he put out a tweet saying that he spends 4 hours a day doing warm ups on his line work. I'm like, okay, never mind. I don't do that shit.
This stuff's awesome.
It is. But is it worth 4 hours of your day not producing anything, just practicing? I don't think so.
He'll get to where he doesn't have to do that. He'll get it. Like if this book does really well, where they make a career and that's all he has to worry about is doing that book or whatever book he wants to in 5 years, because he's still a young dude. He seems that way. He doesn't seem like he's in his 40s or anything. Like that dude he won't have to do it.
He'll be a monster.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be an absolute beast, and he won't have to do that many warm-ups, that much warm-up. Or he'll purify his style. Like he'll boil his style down to its purest components, like a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they reach this point where they boil it down to its pure essence. Either way, he'll still be a monster. Because I've got some older stuff of mine that I could show you before my arm was as jacked up, where it's a lot smoother than what you've seen from me.
So what happened to your arm?
I have tendonitis in my arm, and it's just gotten worse and worse and worse.
Well, I don't even know what that is. What is that?
It's like tennis elbow. The tendons in my elbow are damaged. So my hand, like it's doing it right now. That's even digitally it does it. It's easier digitally. That's the reason I pencil digitally most times. You know that feeling when your hand goes to sleep, and you get that pins and needles, that tingling when it comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have that in my hand.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
It's in my two fingers.
The pinky and the ring?
No, the first finger, the middle finger, and my thumb.
Oh God, your drawing fingers.
Yep. And it's from damage in my elbow.
What's up there? The metal?
Hey, what's up?
The metal's watching you do. I'm talking about your tendonitis.
Mm-hmm.
I have excuses too why my art is garbage.
Now it's
if anybody wants to hear.
It's something that gets better and goes away yet again if I start lifting weights.
Yeah, I noticed because I started getting that carpal tunnel stuff.
Yeah, it's similar thing.
And my buddy was like, "Hey, dude, do some push-ups."
Yes.
He was like, he's in the army. He's like, "Oh, they tell you to do push-ups, all that shit just goes away." So I started doing push-ups, and yeah, for sure, it just went away.
Yeah, it'll get worse again to start with, then it'll go away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the same with my the tendonitis. It'll start to get a little worse for a bit, then it'll just go away. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of like honestly, like 99% of your ailments can be cured by doing some exercise and drinking more water.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just take care of yourself. Well, working a day job and doing this and trying to find time to do some stuff I want to do.
I'm realistically, I'm surprised by how little some people produce that do not have day jobs.
Yeah.
It's like I'm at my day job. I'm like sitting there just daydreaming about what I want to do when I get home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when I get home, I'm like, oh shit, and baby crying. Okay, whatever.
I'm daydreaming about going back to sleep because I have problems sleeping, and it's worse working a day job because the dread.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I do sucks.
Is it really physical?
No. I'm walking for 5 hours straight when I get there because it's just part time. I'm basically a janitor. They don't call me that, but I'm a janitor. I push a broom. I push a mop.
You call me a custodial engineer.
Yeah, they don't even call me that. They got some other term. I'm just like, I'm a janitor. I mop. I literally mop piss and shit and clean toilets. But it's a job where I don't care if I get fired.
Yeah.
So if any weirdos ever freak out on me on social media because I'm an evil person, I'd be like, get me fired. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm a driver. I'm a truck driver. So essentially, I can get a job anywhere at any time for anyone.
Oh,
so it doesn't matter where I go, and all the pay is about the same.
Yeah. Oh,
it's all between like 18 and 26 an hour. So it's like whatever.
Yeah. And you do local, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And my driving record is 100% squeaky clean.
Oh, it has to be.
So like I made the mistake one time of actually putting my resume on like what was that called? I forget, but it was one of those places with post your resume, you know?
Mm-hmm.
God damn, I just nonstop, you know. You want to work here? You want to work here? You want to work here? I'm like, no, I have a job. Stop. I told you I had a job. I replied with stop in the text, and you're not stopping.
Oh yeah. Well, in some places they need drivers bad.
Yeah.
It's been that way for a while. I worked in a warehouse for a while and dealt with a lot of drivers. Some are cool, some are freaking weird, man.
Oh God! You know what I found out? The weirdest drivers are the over the road drivers.
Yeah, man.
The ones that are away from home, and the weirdest ones are the over the road women. They are weird, dude.
Yeah,
they're sitting there in front of you at like the cowboy truck stop, and they're trying to show the cashier pictures of their nieces and stuff. You know, it's like, get out of here.
Yeah.
They get real lonely.
Yeah, some of them, like at the place I worked, we didn't have shipping and receiving. Everybody did everything.
Mm-hmm.
So when a truck pulled up, if you were the guy there who happened to be there bringing up your stuff from picking it, you got them. You unloaded them. And some of the long haul people, our regulars understood it, what was going on. But some of the long haul people didn't. They just assumed you had time to sit and chat.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to talk to somebody. It's like, dude, I gotta go.
And they want to talk about Martin Luther King. They want to talk about the president.
Yeah. It's like, I gotta go. If I don't leave now, I'm gonna be stuck here for like 12 hours picking tile.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go. I want to get done today. I want to go home.
You know, I used to love working at Sears. I had a job working at Sears in the warehouse area,
Uh-huh.
and it was actually a store. It wasn't a warehouse, but it was a store.
Mhm.
I did merchandise pickup. So you get the older people that go buy, washing machines, dryers, and then you load it up into their car, and they show up, because they got a barbecue, and they show up in a Kia Rio, and they want you to load up their barbecue. It's fun, but the thing is, they're hilarious because the thing is, at Sears, they tell you, like in orientation, this is not a place where people go to shop. This is a place where people go to buy, and our clientele is old. So if they want to talk to you, you talk to them.
Yeah. Okay, that's okay. They understand their client base.
Yeah,
That's fine.
and I was like, all right. So they talk to me. I'll just chit chat. Oh yeah. I know about that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fine. Fine. If those are the rules, man. Some of the truckers that would trip me out the most are the ones that would be insistent that we unload them, and we're telling them you've got the wrong place. Like I swear to God, I've literally seen a trailer full of macaroni and cheese for Kraft, and they're insisting that we unload them, and we're like, we're swimming pool supplies. Kraft is down the street, and they're like getting belligerent. Like, you going to unload me or not? I'm like, I'm telling you, this, you have the wrong address. We're not this company. They're down there.
Oh, what I like the most is we have this. There's a thing that happens where the receiving won't receive your product when you're supposed to, when they're supposed to, or a certain time frame. But they don't want you to leave the yard. But they don't want you to unhook from the trailer.
Yeah, we had none of that. We were just like, yeah, well, we unloaded anybody when they got there.
So it's like, okay, I can't get unloaded, but I also can't leave.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's against the law to kidnap somebody and lock the gates on me inside of a piece of property. So what I can do is I can either drive through your chain link fence or you can open it up. You can't do that. Watch me do it.
Nuts. You meet some characters in that, around that, man. Anything associated with it.
Oh, they're hilarious, man. Just the people themselves are hilarious. And then, oh man, talking about like probably the worst thing in trucking is dealing with over the road security guards.
Oh yeah.
Or security guards that work at ports. Because they're constantly dealing with port drivers, and port drivers are just the worst. They're assholes.
Uh-huh.
Because they're constantly having to cut people off just to get in and out of the ports. Like if you work in LA or New Orleans or New York or Seattle, and you're working at a port, like you better watch yourself. People will get in fist fights over that, like who got here first,
Uh-huh.
So port drivers, they're just on edge all the time. They're the ones running over the cones. They're the ones breaking all the rules, And the security has to deal with it all the time, especially if you work at a place that does intake for the ports, like a Cal Cartage or some place that just caters to ports. So you get there, and the security guard immediately will start yelling at you. Like you get as soon as you pull up, stop your vehicle. You know what I mean? Like, well, okay. Don't get out of your vehicle. You wait there. I'll come back and I'll give you a door number. It's like, okay.
Oh. All right. Okay.
And it's usually some fat black lady yelling at you with her hair pasted to the side of her head.
Dude. What? That sounds like
you know what I'm talking about.
No.
You know what they get? Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even got to explain myself.
I'm gonna pretend I don't. No.
Or you pull out of the door, right? Because you got to close your trailer doors. So you pull out, and they come yelling from way down the. You know how long these yards are.
Yes.
They come in there. You hear them yelling first, and then you look over and you see them in their little golf cart, and they're yelling on the way towards you. That once you pull out of the door, you have to leave the property. I'm like, no, I got to close these doors, or I'll get a ticket.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you have to leave the property, then close your doors. I'm like, no. Go ahead, call the cops.
No. Who wouldn't let a driver close their doors before they leave?
Well, let me tell you. Let me show you why. Okay. So, okay. Here's a blank piece of paper.
All right, hold on.
Okay. So here's the dock, right? And here's the security shack. And here's the lady, angry.
Yeah.
And what you have here is you have all these trailers backed into these dock doors.
Yeah.
But some of these trailers don't look like this. Some of these places, because they don't got a lot of space. So it looks like this.
Oh, no.
Right?
The bay doors are that close to each other?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So you have your truck here,
Yeah.
And let's say this is me right here, right? I need to close my doors. My doors are like this, right? I need to close them. So I need to pull, because some places they'll say pull forward a few feet and then close your doors. But there's no room because they're so close together. So you have to pull all the way out here in front of these trucks so that your doors pass them so you can finally just close these doors.
Close your doors.
So this lady comes, you can't do that. You get in your car and exit the premises. If you wanted to close these doors, you should have done it before you pull all the way out. And I don't know. Oh.
There's no room.
Right. And then they get super pissed because especially if this place has reefers or there's a lot of roll doors, doors that roll up and down. So you don't have to actually have doors that swing open and closed. Yeah, they get super pissed.
Yeah, I like the roll doors. We would close roll doors for them.
Oh, it's the worst when somebody gets a roll door strap and they put it into the handle. Like here's the back of the trailer, and here's the latch for the roll door, and the strap that you use to pull the door up and down. They'll take this sometimes and they'll tuck it into the handle because when they're loading, sometimes this strap will get here's your forklift.
It can catch on the mast.
Yeah, it'll catch. So they'll take it, they'll put it up here, and they'll tell you to go, and you can't reach the shit.
No, you can't, dude. It's 10 feet. It's 10, 12 feet off the ground from you.
So you're sitting there trying to jump and shit, or you're looking around for a spare piece of wood to jam up in there.
Oh no, you're looking for a piece of a skid.
So what I will do, like here's my truck, right? Here's a cutout of my truck, and it's all loaded up with say water or something, right? And the roll door will be up in here like this. So what I'll do is I'll jump on here, do a roll, and jump on top of all the product and step all over it so that I can push from this area, push this door so that it starts to go down.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
I got to get going. I'm going to sit around here can you back into door 4 so we can fix that? No, it's going to take me 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I get paid fucking by the load, dude, not the hour. It's like, this load is all stepped on. Yeah. It's like, I'm sorry that your eggs are damaged, but
hey, be thankful it's not a container from China packed from floor to ceiling, no skids, and once you're in the middle of unloading it, there's a nice hot poop.
Oh yeah, or this goddamn Chinese spider look all weird.
Like the containers. Ugh.
Yeah, I hate containers. And again, dealing with those people that do containers, like the intermodal drivers that work ports. God, can't handle it.
Yeah, I've had to unload a few and seen some. It's awful. Unloading a container in the middle of summer in Florida. Although there was times when we had to do it, the boss wouldn't call in, temps to do it. We had to do it. When we got done, he was just like, we need volunteers for the container, but whoever does it when you're done, you can go home. It's like,
oh, okay, I can see.
I'll do it. It's like, it's 6 hours of suck in that container at 120 degrees, but the boss also goes and buys Gatorade and stuff for you. Yeah. And then when you're done, you can just go home.
Like, I know I used to work at Amazon back when they first opened up their first plant out here in California. And I was in the area called Pack. And I was actually really quick. I was number 2 in the nation for multi-large and multi-medium in speed. So they would say, John, can you help us out in Pack? I say, no, I'm going home. John, we need you to help us out unpack. Nah, I gotta go, dude. And he's like, John, double time. Help us out unpack. All right, I'll stay.
Double time. All right. It's like, ooh, hey.
And then they offer me standard, overtime. Because normally I'll go there, I'll finish quick because I'm quicker. But like I was the trainer because I was fast, and I'll go and just walk around and tell people what they're doing wrong. But they were like, okay, so we'll get you in here. You'll do this, and if you do this, then okay, so you can come in work 3 more times late if you want, or you get first pick at the because they would, if you work at a place like Amazon, they're constantly having like meetings, and all the meetings are all catered. So if the time comes, they'll give me the special treatment, like I get to go first and go pick out whatever I want from the catering table.
Is that JP said? Is that before you got fat? Who are you talking to, me or him? I'm fat.
Yeah. F you, JP. JP's writing B and the number 4 like he's a 12-year-old girl.
He might be. Don't judge.
I've seen him. I've seen those socks and sandals. He's not 12.
Oh man.
But yeah, I met some of the weirdest people at truck stops when they're just lonely over-the-road drivers and they want to talk about this and that. God, good God, man.
Yeah. I would encounter them just unloading at the work.
And they got conspiracies and nothing but time to explore those conspiracies.
Yeah. The thing is, though, man, all that knowledge, dude, from like shipping that you have from that. And how things work, it's going to help you with like when you get a good campaign going, because you'll know it's like, no, you have to overpack everything because you've seen everything that can go wrong with shipping something.
Yeah.
So none of the damages you see from people like my thing got destroyed. It's like, yeah.
Well, obviously, look what the fuck you doing.
Yeah.
Dude, I have this fantastic book. Let me get that book real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, you drive. JP says he loves you. That's sweet, JP. I should probably share that I'm working again.
Hello?
Yeah, what up?
Okay, so like this is my Macy's catalog. This is like I get this catalog twice a year. And it's like it's probably like the best thing ever. It's it's maybe later. Let's do that later. Okay. Let me go and open up StreamYard so I can see what you're seeing. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's move this. This is like my bathroom reading material. It's the Uline catalog.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I haven't even run a campaign myself, and I'm already going to Uline site to look at things because I know what size books I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do like the European size, 8.3 by 11.7. So I'm looking at envelopes and padded envelopes and bags and like, okay, it's like, if I buy these and I bag the books in these bags, then put that bag in the hard envelope and put that in a padded one. It's actually really, really, if I buy them in bulk here, it's actually really, really cheap.
Yeah, you get and then you buy all that dunnage in bulk too. I mean, they sell everything,
Mm-hmm.
Like they got the tuck boxes, the flats,
Yeah.
every style of thickness of cardboard.
Yeah. I'm already looking at those, and I found a place that sells also top loaders for prints at a better price than a lot of other places. They're almost $1 each cheaper.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wait, where do you find these top loaders?
I'll find the site and tell you.
All right, let me find the book. Oh, here we go. Here's some book packing material here. They got the packages for records.
Yeah, man.
The media 9x6.
Yeah, I've been on their site looking at tubes for prints, or if I ship the prints rolled, or if I ship the prints in top loaders, looking for the best prices. Yeah, but most people don't know. Most normies don't know about Uline, and just go to Uline and look for your packing materials and shipping materials. You can buy it by the case at a pretty good price versus if you price everything by, like, I went to Office Max and padded envelopes cost this much. Oh my God. It's like
Office Max.
It's like, no, you dummy, go to Uline. Buy it by the case.
Yeah, you got right here. You get the quantity 250, a different price, 500, a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
And they'll ship to your house for very small quantities.
Yeah, most people don't know about Uline. We do, from working in warehousing and trucking.
And this is great, especially this crap. I love having this crap in my garage. These ropes and bales. It's like, God, like my family, like they'll come over and be like, oh, blah blah blah, and I need to go. They need something strapped down in their car, and I'll go and strap it down for them, and they get and then I get the questions, where did you find that stuff? Where is this?
Yeah,
this is just stuff I love to have in my garage, so I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, like most people don't know that you can buy these like really shallow, thin boxes that are pretty tough.
They got the reclosable bags. They got some heat shrinks in here.
Yep. All kinds of shit. Anything you can need for like shipping and office.
So here we go. 2 mil industrial poly bags.
Yep.
Oh.
Tape, plastic bags, polymer bags.
Tape. Double-sided tape.
All kinds of tape, dude. All kinds of shipping and mailing envelopes, boxes, padded envelopes, the waterproof plasticky.
Gusseted poly bags.
Yeah, dude. All of it. Dude, a lot of people running these campaigns need to look at Uline.
Yeah, they really do.
Especially if you're fulfilling it yourself, and you need to look at Uline and pick out what you want your book shipped in and go buy it and give it to your fulfillment. Because, well, we've seen how some of the fulfillment people will not do stuff.
Oh, yeah. You hire a fulfillment company, they'll do what they got on hand.
Yeah. If you supply it and be like, here's all the supplies to ship it, how much is it going to cost for you to do the legwork, the manpower? You may be able to save a couple of bucks, and how your book's going to be handled. And overpack. I have shipped so much stuff UPS, I can make a box of tile bounce.
What are you drinking?
It's cherry limeade flavored water.
Yeah, overpack that shit. I mean, you've already spent the time and the money to make the product.
And if you do it right, if you pick the right stuff, you can have things in a box within an envelope, basically, and it not cost that much. Overpack everything, because when you're going to be shipping this stuff mail or FedEx or UPS or however, and they're going to throw it, they're going to step on it, they're going to drop it, kick it, fling it across the room. It's got to be prepared to survive that.
Yeah, if you're shipping something, hey, I see a spot right there, I'm just going to shove it in right now. There's a little spot that's opening right there. That's how this, and I've done that.
Yeah.
I used to pack many a trailer in my day.
Yeah, dude. I used to do a lot of UPS when I worked at the warehouse. I'd ship 100, 200 packages a day. And you've got to go berserk, or what your shipping's not gonna make it.
Mm-hmm. There's 100. I had this job, before the one I'm working right now, where I was, I had to sign for all the, the shipment, and it was a pain. It was a pain in the neck, dude, because like you open up the trailer door and you walk in and you're like, come on, you want to leave,
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you're like, there's no way I'm going to be able to take turns slow enough to not ruin everything in this trailer. You need to fix this. It's like or these things right here. I just passed it right now. And people hate putting these in because they cost so much per unit. These ones.
What's that?
The dunnage bags.
I can't see it.
Oh, right there.
What is it?
They go in between they're inflatable dunnage bags. They go in between the products.
Oh, okay, yeah. We didn't use those, but
It's and it's like people hate using them because they do cost a lot, but they're necessary.
The store I work at now, I'm there when they receive their stock and their stock comes in, and I see them unload stuff from their distributor that doesn't have pallet bags on it, and there's just loose product, and I'm like, you're going to have a lot of stuff saved with ship that you just never got, because and I'll see stuff come in where it's a bunch of crappy boxes on the bottom, and then like these gigantic fish tanks on top, and I'm like, it's barely wrapped and leaning. And I'm like, it looks like it was hand wrapped with like.
All right, let me ask you a question real quick.
What's that?
These mop buckets, right?
Yeah.
I want one of these so bad, but my wife refuses to have one in the house.
You know what? I have to use it every day, but you know what? They're awesome to have. If
they are right,
they're freaking awesome. They make your life better, dude. You just like put the mop in the bucket, roll it where you want to go, and wring it out. It's like using a mop and bucket at home with like a regular mop and a bucket, and you don't have that thing to wring it out when you, when you rinse it in. It makes your life easier to have.
It makes you not want to clean. It's like I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
JP
said wring it out in the sink and all that.
Yeah, JP knows Uline too, and we should do fulfillment. Yeah,
we should do fulfillment.
I have experience in how to pack stuff so it doesn't get wrecked. I know how to do it.
And JP, we need to do, me, you, and Avery here. We need to start a campaign fulfillment company for Indiegogo.
Yeah. Especially since you would have, like, it's not like you're running.
And look at what Uline has. They have the 20-ounce cups. You can't find these cups anywhere, dude. In any store, the biggest they go is like 12 to 16 ounces.
Yeah, the 20 ounces. Yeah,
they got the 20 ounces.
I like having the 20-ounce cups for coffee and whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Look at this. They got the 32 ounces. Go there.
Yeah. And it's not like you would be running all over a warehouse to pick an order either. It's like you would like, okay, we're fulfilling this guy today. You would have everything right there over the span of a couple of tables, or at least stacked up together. It wouldn't take you like 10 minutes to cross an entire warehouse to pick 3 items.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hate doing that shit.
Yeah.
I did that for like a week and a half at Amazon. They moved me over to pick from pack.
Yeah, man, you've got to
like the uniforms. They obviously don't have uniforms there, but what they do is they make sure you wear shorts, a t-shirt, and they give you a little belt, like a fanny pack with a holster for a water bottle and a and a towel that you put on your shoulder while you're walking around wiping the sweat from your face.
We had these carts, these 2-level carts where you could put a big bin in it that held all your little boxes. Because if you were picking small UPS orders, but this cart also had a plate coming off at the bottom that had wheels, so you could ride this cart like a scooter to cross the entire warehouse faster. Because you might have to crisscross the warehouse twice to pick an order, to pick a 3-line order.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody would order an O-ring and then a filter that's all the, that's all the way the other side of the place.
Mm-hmm.
You better put that O-ring in a bag and then tape that O-ring to that filter, because they're going to get that box with that filter in it. And then,
where's my O-ring? It didn't come with an O-ring.
Exactly. And
did you check the bottom flap of the box?
Exactly. You better, I would use a bag 10 times bigger than what you would need to put that O-ring in, just to make sure there was enough substance there. Because that filter is incredibly light. It's not going to tear apart its own box.
Yeah.
But to make sure that O-ring didn't slip underneath the flap and be like, where's my O-ring? Did you look under the flap? No. You've got this little O-ring in a bag big enough to hold like an 11 by 17 comic page.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to make sure you find the damn thing.
You know who does that? IKEA.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do that. They'll make sure that everything is in the exact same size bag.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how big or how small. It's in the I have 12 bags here.
That's how you make sure a person does not lose in the box that you sent them something, or how you make sure it doesn't slip under a flap. I've shipped stuff and then we got the complaint they got an empty box, and I'm like, I don't know how the hell that happened.
Oh.
It's like I put the thing in a box. I taped up the box. I put a label on it. They got an empty box. Did they look under the flap? Oh, wait, the new guy did it? Well, look under the flap. He probably just threw the O-ring in a box. Your $5 O-ring that you could have gone to Home Depot and bought for 50 cents. Okay.
And Neil Valentine says, I'll have to watch this when I get home.
We're talking about dumb.
We're talking about fulfillment.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this. This is what we had at Amazon. Except they were all plastic.
Yeah.
Little carts like this.
The challenge, if someone did want to start their own fulfillment company, the big challenge I would see is your shipping system is having something where when they give you the list, they give you some sort of document with the list, names and addresses, and you have an easy way of porting that over to a program that creates the packing, the order sheets. That way they have a barcode on the order sheet. So when I have so-and-so's book, when I go to ship it, I don't have to type everything in. It'll be like when I was at work, I scanned the barcode on the order and it auto-populates everything.
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, or else you would need Sheila.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what we had. We got an order, and when I went to ship it,
Sheila with the glued down hair.
Yeah, it was just it was a rhythm. It was just do, and the label was printing. I scanned the order, and I just did a rrhythm. It was that fast.
JP wants the link.
JP wants the link.
He says I can join while I drive.
Well, send the link. I don't think I have him on Twitter.
All right, let me find him. Let me see if I can find the link you sent me. Hold on. Okay, let's see here.
That would be the big expense, I think, is that system.
There you go, JP.
Because that would be a massive time saver to getting anything done.
Yeah.
Because I could scan that order and go through the pattern of confirming everything so fast, the screen would lag behind and keep rolling for a few seconds after I did it while the label was printing.
Nice. I always wanted to get some of these lockers, put them in my garage. You remember that movie? It's a popular movie. It came out in the 90s called Jurassic Park.
Maybe.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with it.
I think I've heard of it.
Well, in this movie, they're in like a bunker, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're gonna go Gennaro? No, not Gennaro. Is it Gennaro? He's gonna go and he's gonna go try to find Samuel L. Jackson because he went to go get the power cut on and never came back. And him and the main chick in the movie, they're gonna go check it out, and they're gonna follow a schematic. And they're getting geared up with all of their walkie-talkies and shotguns, and they're all lined up in these wired cages, these like chicken mesh coated black cages. Oh my God, I want a room just like that in my house.
Chicken wire meshes and everything.
Yes. Oh, it's so cool. There it is.
Oh man. And your wife's like, yeah, no.
See, I'm whittling her down though, because it's to the point now where she's kind of scared to come into the garage because I'm so violent and angry whenever she comes in that I can start to have whatever I want in there. She would never know. What is all that going on?
There's a conversation going on in a DM group, and it's like I'm hitting mute. It's like that's the bad part of DM groups. When people start having conversations, you start getting notifications. It's like nobody's talking to me. I don't like getting into DM conversations because that's just an opportunity to take something you say out of context.
Oh, I love it. And I'm super aggressive and racist in my DM groups.
I ignore them.
Okay, I got a question. And this has been bothering me for some time. When you think of me, right, and the channel Dillard Draws, or just John Dillard on YouTube, right? Does the word or do you immediately think of like this guy is super profane?
No, not really. Not really.
Because I was in a Hangouts off air with DeWolf from Fanspeak. And somebody, I think his wife, made a comment asking whether or not John Dillard was in the group because he had his daughter there and he was talking to his daughter about comic books because she didn't want the language that I use exposed to her daughter.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't even think I'm that bad.
Different people have different scales though, man.
But there was like other people in there, like Todd Mulrooney. Does Todd cuss more than I do?
I couldn't tell you. Different people have different sensitivities to that. So it's hard to say. You know, some people, I've known people that, you know, even the occasional damn or hell was a lot. So it's an individual thing, man. To me,
I was really offended.
Well, don't be. Don't be. Some people just there's different sensitivities to it. I know people that, you know, I'm so vulgar, I don't even notice when other people are being, unless they go way, like really crazy. So.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how I am. I'm like, I thought that I kind of self-censor. Occasionally I'll let one fly. Yeah. But I thought I did a pretty good job of not doing that.
Well, some people are more sensitive to it than others. That's all. Don't take it too hard.
I'm taking it really hard though, and
don't. It's not that big a deal.
I'm doing it. I'm taking it to the butt.
Don't take it to the butt, man. Don't take it to the butt. It's not that bad. Some people just, you know, different sensibilities.
And like I went through the whole gamut too. I was like in the restroom, and then I like went to the kitchen. I'm like, it's bothering me. And I'm walking down the hallway, and I was like, "Who does she think she is anyway?"
No. Oh man. No. Come on, man. You're a troll. Don't don't let it get to you. As big as of a troll as you are, don't let it get to you.
Telling you, I was all upset.
She hurt the troll. She hurt a troll's feelings.
Mm.
Well, suck it up.
She knew how to get to me, and she got to me.
Yeah. What's up, Evan?
Oh, Evan is here.
Well, he hasn't said I just got here, so he's not actually here.
Oh.
So,
I'll wait.
Yeah. Unless Evan says I just got here, he's not here.
Uh-oh. My tablet's not responding to my finger touches anymore for zooming in and out.
Oh yeah, there's JP. Sorry, sorry, JP. I couldn't see.
That's okay. I just got here.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to get free paint from the hobby shop.
Well, you're breaking up pretty bad. Uh-oh.
What does that say? Galaxy Hobby?
I don't know. Mayhap so.
Don't distract me, JP. I'm coloring.
Can you hear?
You're breaking
No.
up real. You're breaking up real bad, JP.
Did he say he'll be back?
I'm not. I heard. So maybe that's what he said. Maybe.
Probably not.
It was like a robotic sheep.
Poor JP. Try so hard. Okay.
Evan says he's everywhere at all times. What's up, Neo Valentine? Oh, wow.
There we go. I don't know. Do you not enjoy coloring?
It's work. Coloring other people's stuff is work for me.
I can see that.
Coloring my stuff is all right, but I'm all in my own little ego trip then.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is so good, I'm so awesome. Then I finish it and I'm like, freaking awful, you hack.
Mhm. Yeah, I did a coloring job on this Canadian buckler Canadian shield that I drew.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this is great. I was drawing it and I was like, this is great. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. People are gonna be like, oh my god, how cool this is,
Uh-huh.
And then I finished it and I sent it to Rick, and it looks so bad. It looks like somebody just colored something and just smudged the hell out of it.
Well, you probably learned something doing it, so the next time you try it, it'll be better.
That's not the point, though. The point was doing it good and perfect the first time.
Yeah, nothing in life works like that. But wait, man, if you want to get good at something first, you got to suck. Like, you got to really, really suck at it first. That's just the way shit works.
Let's see here. Oh my god, I'm still doing it. Let me save this and close this out and reopen it. Color.
Yeah. When people ask me how to do stuff, I go, well, the first thing you got to do is fuck it all up first.
Oh, give me 1 second here. Hold on.
All right.
Hello, Ray.
Mute, dude.
Yeah.
We can almost hear his conversation.
I want a cheeseburger. No, wait. Oh, I'm still live. I gotta mute myself.
Yes. uh, so what's up, guys? Oh, Dillard, dude. Oh, coloring some stuff. See what's going on.
Hello.
Yup.
All right. I got a hamburger coming.
That's pretty good.
I got a double bacon cheeseburger wrapped in lettuce.
Is that good?
It's fantastic.
Okay.
If you put enough buttermilk ranch on it.
I don't know. It could be good. It could be good. I that's the thing I would hate to, like, completely give up bread.
What, bread?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
And the alternatives are no good.
Yeah. They're not. I thought I was going to be a smart guy and try to make that cauliflower pizza crust at home because I'm actually
that's awful.
I flubbed it all up. It was you couldn't use it anyway. It was it was awful. It was more like the consistency of like cornbread and tasted like shit. I was just
you were trying to do the cauliflower pizza?
Yeah. I was trying to. I was going to see if I could successfully make the crust first. Before I committed anything else, and I tried to do it, and it was trash. I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to Little Caesars. It's like you just made Little Caesars look amazing.
Yeah,
it was
that awful pizza will make those $5 pizzas at Little Caesars taste like it's heaven, dude.
Yeah. Evan said the cauliflower pizza crust is awesome. Do it right next time. Damn, told me.
I don't believe you, Evan.
When I tried it, it was hot garbage. It was hot cabbage.
Exactly.
Not to insult cabbage, because corned beef and cabbage is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. And I love cabbage and pozole. But there's a few things I just won't eat.
Yeah.
One of them is just like, regular cabbage and Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I'll eat Brussels sprouts.
I can't do Brussels sprouts. I think my mom made them really badly.
That's the thing. But that was one of those things I wouldn't eat when I was a little kid, but as an adult, I like it. But green
beans, dude. Green beans, I hated as a kid, and I can't get enough of them now.
Yeah. When I make Brussels sprouts, I take some minced garlic and Italian seasoning and put it in olive oil. And then I just take the Brussels sprouts and roll them around in it, then put them on a baking sheet and bake them in the oven. They're really good. They're really good that way. Squash and zucchini is good that way too.
Oh, that's another one. Calabaza. Oh God, I can't handle it. It's too much. The what was it? Zucchini is the English word for it. Zucchini. That's the thing. I don't speak Spanish, but there's some things I only know the word for in Spanish because that's all I was told. But yes, zucchini. I think it's called a ratatouille, like baked zucchini and like I don't know, like a casserole. Yeah, it actually gives me the heaves.
Oh wow!
The smell of it, and like physically, it actually makes me like it's gross.
I can't stand cucumbers.
Oh, I love cucumbers.
I like pickles, but I hate cucumbers. and it's like it makes me want to like drown a kitten.
Mm-hmm.
If someone
Absolutely.
if someone puts
Now you're talking my language here.
like if somebody puts if somebody puts cucumbers in my salad, I'm like, I can't eat this at all. Well, just pick them out. Like, no, it gets everywhere.
That's the same way I feel with black olives.
See, I love black olives.
They put that in anything,
Oh,
black,
dude.
and it ruins the entire flavor of it. Same thing with mustard. It ruins the entire flavor of the entire meal.
It doesn't want to work for JP. He'll just listen.
Oh,
That sucks. All right, man.
how come you don't have JP?
I don't know if he follows me on Twitter or not.
He probably doesn't. He's so up his own ass. That guy, he's so Hollywood.
No, I don't know. He might, and I just haven't realized it, you know.
Ever since he became an international superstar on YouTube, he's insufferable.
Yeah, I'll put black olives in all kinds of stuff, dude.
No, black olives, gross. And pickles, they change the entire flavor. And if you pick them out, the flavor is still there, permeates the entire sandwich.
Oh, yeah, certain types of things I put pickles on too. Ooh.
And I'll eat a pickle raw. It's like one of
Wow.
those big dill pickles they sell in those packages.
Yeah.
I'll eat a pickle, but just like, or pepperoncinos, same thing. Like if you put them in a sandwich and you take them out, it ruins it. The whole thing's ruined. It's like a little kid that puts too much ketchup on their eggs and they want to give you their eggs because they don't eat them. What are you doing? You ruin the eggs. I'm not going to eat those eggs, man.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
It's too much ketchup, kid. What are you doing?
Like some people, you know, like in coleslaw, they'll put pickle, like relish in it.
Uh-huh.
But like I'll make pulled pork tacos, and I make a coleslaw to go in it, but I don't use pickles. I use diced jalapenos,
Okay.
and with a little bit of ranch and mayonnaise mixed together with like the jalapeno juice to thin it out, so I don't have to make it like real thick, and I put that on it. And then it's barbecue. It's just like whatever kind of barbecue pulled pork you want to make in a taco with cheese and that coleslaw.
Yeah, I can handle that. That's not bad.
It's freaking good, dude. Oh, dude, I'll eat that till I'm sick.
What a pervert.
Yeah, I am. I'm a freaking degenerate. That's the reason. That's the reason. It's so funny. I keep ending up on all ages books.
You keep what?
Ended up working on all ages books when I'm like a freaking weirdo.
I know, right? Look what I'm working on. Like, I've drawn some of the most degenerate things people have ever seen.
Yeah.
But I keep getting hit up for these all ages.
Yeah.
Like, all right, dude. I can work with that.
It's so weird. It's like, you've seen my artwork, right? Well, I deleted some of that stuff.
Oh, not me. I keep it around. Just in case.
I was just like, I don't know.
All right, so what do you think of this coloring job on this bird so far?
Oh, let me see. Looks pretty good, man.
I just got to like feather some stuff out, and it's pretty much done.
Yeah.
Let me.
You can put a little bit of shadows at it.
Yeah.
A layer of shadows and a layer of highlights.
All right, take it easy now.
It'll work. It's good.
There we go. Let's see. I've been in the habit lately of lighting things from underneath.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get out of that habit. I gotta figure out if I can do my coloring and somebody would not be able to distinguish it from like Art Germ.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll be happy. I'll be like, okay, I can stop now.
Oh, that guy's insanely good. He's crazy good.
Yeah.
You know, Archer, like I was following him on DeviantArt and stuff before he like blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I had a DeviantArt account, really, he was really he was popular then. He's good, man. Oof.
Like if I can get that good, but not good as he is now, because you see what happens with people is they get really good, and then all of a sudden they try to take the next step,
mm-hmm.
and their step degrades for a while,
mm-hmm.
and then it gets to the point where it's no longer how can I say this? It's no longer commercially viable. Like it's too good for commercial work. People won't like it. Like you know that artist Drew Struzan?
Oh yeah, Drew Struzan's amazing, dude.
He does like a lot of poster artwork.
Yeah. All the Star Wars, Muppets, all Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a god.
Yeah, he's fantastic. But have you seen any of his like personal work that's not commercial for money?
Yes. Oh dear God, it is amazing.
Yeah, but it's awful for commercial purposes.
Yeah, but it's like he's one of those dudes. Like if I won the big lottery, I would just be like, somebody find out where he lives, and I'm just gonna show up at his house with like a bag with like $5 million in it, and be like, I want to buy some art.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. He's fantastic. He's a fantastic. Everything he does is gorgeous.
Yeah.
But when it gets to the point where it's too good and people don't want it anymore, that's where I need to draw the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like some of the people I like, a lot of comic art people who like comics don't like those artists. Like I like Dave McKean. I like Kent Williams. And some of that stuff, a lot of normie comic fans aren't into.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like as soon as Drew Struzan stopped doing like heavy commercial work and started doing things that were very for him, because he can afford it. The guy essentially writes his own price tag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People want him no matter what. They want his work. But it's like when you start, when you have that pressure of no, don't do it like that. It still needs to be my product, it's going to be on a poster. It's for sale. You're trying to sell this aspect, and you rein that artist in a little bit to make it, like you said, with an editor, to make it a little bit more commercial. That's when I think the art really shines and is very relevant.
Yeah, but I love those personal paintings they were showing in that documentary. I was just like, that's the stuff I want. I'm like, oh, that one. Because it's insanely good. It's
like, but what would you choose to purchase? Would you choose to purchase his personal ones, or would you purchase the original poster?
The personal work. Me.
See, but like as an art investor, you would want what's relevant. You know what I mean?
That other stuff will have its time.
I don't know if it will.
I think it will. It will. It'll probably be after he passes, but it will, because it's brilliant on a whole nother level than the Star Wars posters.
Well, the thing is, I don't disagree that it is brilliant, but I would say I would rather own the Back to the Future poster, just because it's more.
Oh, that wouldn't suck either. I wouldn't turn it down.
Yeah. Just because it's more culturally relevant.
Yeah, Evan Hotep says everyone knows Struzan, the metal. I just like cartooning. Well, that's cool, man. And JP's still listening.
But again, that's just me.
Yeah, I want the personal work. But
I
my
feel
first-
when you give an artist too much leeway, they start to stray.
we go off the deep end. I do.
Yeah.
I do. I have to rein myself in, man. Because I have some ideas I'm kicking around in my head, and it's like I start drawing things, and it's like, well, dial it down. You're going to get too arts and fartsy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
That's the thing. I'm all for the. I'm an artist. I mean, I do. I mean, I'm all for the artsy fartsy, but
Well, you know, it's like, well, how many people are familiar with Mr. Punch?
no one. I'm not.
Yeah, I love that book. It was but in the 90s there was a lot more of that stuff going around too, not just the superheroes. There was a lot more of that experimental stuff. Dude, it's this book written by Neil Gaiman with Dave McKean art, and it's literally photographs of like the character Mr. Punch is a puppet. He like built a puppet, photographed the puppet. There's a little boy who's like a cutout of a painting, and it's a mix of like sculpture and drawing and painting all digitally blended together.
Nice.
And it's nuts. Evan Hotep, I'm active listening. Like Rick?
He's what? Active listening?
Yeah, JP's like Rick. Like Rick what? I'm like, what's like Rick?
Oh, Rick will have his time.
Oh. Like Rick, yeah.
I don't know that's what he means, but I'm assuming.
Yeah.
One of these days, Rick is gonna make it big. I want to be there when it happens. I think so. I think that if I think Rick's Cross Comics universe,
Mm-hmm.
I actually do think that's going to be a significant commercial success.
Really?
Yeah. Given enough time, because Rick is eventually, because he has the drive and desire and the go-get-it attitude,
Mm-hmm.
and he's willing to give the books to other people to work on. So if he can get enough capital to start hiring other writers, other artists, and just give them direction,
Mm-hmm.
I think his stuff's going to do well, actually.
Okay. I'd like to see it.
Me too.
I want good things for Rick. He's a nice dude.
Not me. I want only the worst things for Rick.
God.
All right. So is that done?
Hey, hold on. Where's my books? Where's my bookshelf? Hold on.
What are we waiting on?
All right. Are you done?
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Yeah, let's. That's pretty good, man. I like that. Well, some highlights and some shadows.
Because I did it before, a different one, because he wanted it to look like Robin Williams, like a caricature of his face. And I was like, how am I going to do a hummingbird look like Robin Williams, right?
Yeah.
And so I did one, and I gave him like a butt chin and everything. But let me see if I can find it. But he's like, no, more cartoony, more. And like I had to keep whittling it down so that essentially it doesn't look like Robin Williams at all. But this is exactly what he wants, you know? And I'm like, okay. Let me see if I can bring that up here. Let's go here. Let's go to messages.
Yeah, this is Mr. Punch.
There you go. Look at it like this.
Wait, let me see that. I kind of like it.
right? And then he was like, no, more cartoony. I was like, all right. So I went the opposite way, did it more cartoony, but made the expressions even more exaggerated. So this one,
Yeah. It's still cool.
right? But he was like, no, no, no. And I had a sketch that I did, and he was like, that's the one. Just do that sketch, but in color. This is the sketch here. And he's
Yeah,
like,
that's cool.
just
Yeah,
make this one skinnier, and Bob's your uncle. I'm like, all right. So that's what I'm doing right now, just making that one skinnier.
Yeah. Right on. Rick won't hire Evan. Workplace discrimination.
That's another thing Rick needs to get out of his system is not hiring a manager. He needs to hire a campaign manager or somebody to manage what he's doing with it, because he goes off the deep end when it comes to products and how he's going to advertise.
Uh-huh.
He goes crazy.
He's a good dude, though.
Oh, he's fantastic, dude. I love Rick. That's why I'm doing all this promotional work for him for free. But you know, he needs somebody that's going to do manage his universe.
This is that Mr. Punch book I was talking about.
Open the door.
Yeah, open the freaking door.
Roll up the garage door. For fuck's sake. All right, let me go answer this door. I'll be right back.
All right.
Some people can't take direction.
I love that thing.
Woo, that win.
Woo!
Oh, okay. Hello?
Hello?
Ooh,
Hello.
Rally. My food is here.
Food's all right.
It's gonna be good. Did I put? Oh, I put everything on the same layer. Shit.
How does that program work with layers? Is it
It's
kinda like-
the exact same, I believe, as Photoshop.
okay?
But I don't know when I merged this layer, so I gotta get rid of it. Oh wait, there we go. Nice. Okay. Okay, I put that layer on something other than the background, so that's good. All right, so that's finished right there. Let's save it. Can you hear the wind over here, dude?
A little bit.
Dude, we got the Santa Ana winds coming through. It's gonna start destroying everything. Yeah. Like I used to work years ago at a pumpkin patch, right? Seasonally, it came through, and the guy was from like Wisconsin, not Wisconsin, like not Michigan, one of those places up there. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I've been hearing about these Santa Ana winds. Are they serious?" And I was like, "Dude, yeah, you need to tie down everything." He didn't. His jumpers, the canopy underneath the over the petting zoo and all that stuff, everything got ripped out of the ground and flown away.
Oh man,
and it was right in that time frame between when the pumpkin patch closed and before the Christmas tree sales opened up.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just he had time to fix everything, but it was got tore the fuck up. All right, let's save it as a PNG. Save. Yes. All right. Well, hey, that's it for me, dude. I'm finished.
Cool.
But and I got lunch right now, so I'm gonna go eat that
awesome.
lunch.
Hey, man. Hey, no problem. Thanks for stopping by, man.
And I appreciate you having me on, dude.
Hey, no problem.
So I will talk to you later.
I appreciate the company. Thanks. Later.
All right, let me figure out how to get out of here.
Oh yeah, you gotta hit leave.
All right, now I'm leaving. Goodbye.
All right. All right. The pumpkin patch with Ashton Kutcher. What? I don't even know what that is, Evan. Is that a thing? Is that a real thing? Is that a movie with Ashton Kutcher? It scares me. Probably. It's, it sounds like a real thing, a very scary thing. Ashton Kutcher. Ugh. That dude is a problem. All right. Call that page done. Sorry, reading a DM. Oh. Let me share screen on the next page I'm going to be working on for a little bit. I might not stream too much longer. Watching, waiting, listening, still here. Yep. Well, Evan, thank you. Working on some more pages. Let's work on some more pages. Let's get some more done. Let me get some more done. I don't know if I'll finish this page on air, but I want to finish this page today or tomorrow. I could easily finish this page tomorrow and do some drawing. Should I do some drawing instead of coloring? Finish this page tomorrow? Let's finish this page tomorrow. Oh, did Andrew show me the secret sketch? That I saw one of the early versions he's done for you, Evan. I don't know if he's doing a new one. But I have seen a sketch for you. I know he did one, didn't like it, and started over. And I saw at least part of that one. I don't know if he started over again or not. That's a possibility. Ooh, tug. Tug notification. Which is a possibility. But how awesome is it? Well, it's Andrew, so it's only adequate. God, I'm so mean. From what I remember, it was pretty good. Now, if he started over from the one I've seen, I don't know. Which is possible. That's done. I'm not messed. This is just getting a feel for things. I'm still kind of designing a character and like treating this like it's going to be some kind of finished piece when it's friggin' not. Where's some paper? I don't like that. So whatever Andrew does for you, man, he's going to put a lot of effort into it. I should force Rick to come. I can't force Rick to come on. Rick has the link. If Rick's not busy, Rick could jump in. So he has the link. Rick just doesn't want to hang out, man. He's might be busy. People don't like to show up for my streams. Everybody wants me on their stream. Awful. I'm a bad person. I'm gonna get them Conan books, man, off of Andrew. Oh, dude, Conan books. Yeah, draw some Conan. But give him a little bob. He's not happy. Conan on a bad hair day. I'm not gonna keep. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna erase that. I don't know what to draw. I should offer him skulls and lipstick. I do have some skulls around here somewhere, but they're not. I'm not giving them to Rick. They're my skulls. Oh, not in that box. That's not the box with my skull in it. I don't know where my skull is. Never mind. Where are my skulls? They're in a box somewhere still. Skulls and lipstick, man. Rick has become an e-thought. Everyone needs to shake their moneymaker. Yeah, maybe I should. Ugh. I don't know. I'd look too cute with lipstick, though. I'm scared. I'd look too cute. Oh. on, I gotta pop up in the way. Have I considered joining a cult? No, but I've considered starting my own. Uh, I really, I really want my own like super hardcore like fan club. Can we call it the Doom Patrol? Well, yeah, that's up to the club what they call themselves and what they call me. You know, they can call themselves whatever they want. It's just as long as it's thousands of people that buy every sketchbook I publish, every book I work on, and all my limited edition prints of my art when I start offering them. Hell, yeah, I would really like my own cult. It looks like a sweet gig. You should start hailing Raven and trolling Starfire fans. Wait, that's a different cult. Yeah, that's a different cult. I'm a bad man. I do what I can. Nope, that's going to be the wrong angle for an arm to come back in. Mm. Mm. No. Who dat? It's going to be a Conan sketch. It's going to be a little Conan piece. Oh, oh, oh. Have I considered using DLive? I've thought about it, but I don't want to mess with another platform. I've already got a YouTube I don't use enough and a Twitch I don't use enough. So another split, another distraction. Bad idea. For me at this time. Now, the world and the universe changes, so someday, who knows? But right now, the idea of trying to establish another platform as well doesn't work for me. It's too much. My fragile little brain couldn't handle it. Oh, D-Live, they're super supportive of their art community. Is it monetizable? Or is it you just get a big following and a good chunk of them like will go buy your stuff? I'm gonna need that soon, hopefully. I'm gonna embarrass myself and do a sketchbook. So you get to watch me fail. Actually, it's not gonna fail because it's only gonna have like a thing of like $1. Because it's going to be a limited edition sketchbook that I'm already going to have printed before I do the Indiegogo. At least the first 100 will already be printed. So it can't fail as long as somebody gets one. I just got to make up my mind if I'm going to go for it and do color or just a simple 48-page black and white. I could do a 60 to 80 pager or even 100 pages. Easy. It's monetizable. I'll look into it. I haven't. I've never looked into it. I will look at it, Evan. I will look at it. Thank you for the suggestion. I've heard of it, but I've never really looked at it or thought about it. You're monetizable? You're monetizable there? Oh, cool. Can you do it automatically when you start it? How does it work? Do you need a certain threshold, or is it just something you can do? You made $15 there? Yeah. Okay. Heck, man. I don't need, tons of people dropping $100 super chats to make enough money to not have to mop floors. So, I'll look into it, dude. Thank you. Thank you. There's a minimum on cashing out. That makes sense. Because if you've only got like $10 or something, it's probably like $100 or $200 or something. Like I can see that. I understand that. I get that. I do. Thank you, Evan. Not a bad idea. Since I do prefer mostly to stream, JP's made $150. I need to build up an audience where I make $150 a week. Although I wouldn't say no to making that a day. I wouldn't turn people down. JP making that money. Money. need to put my desk at even more of an angle. Damn. Damn, son. Why don't you guys tell me I'm drawing like crap? Like, Avery, that's garbage. Fix it. What are these notifications? You don't know anything about art? Well, you know good art. You're here. Oi. Oi. You know what you like, though, right, Evan? More pop-ups blocking the chat. Everybody wants to stream and post videos, man. I'm on. Come on, man. Give a guy a chance. I gotta compete with all you big boys. You're kicking my butt. You've worked in the mainstream. Mostly role-playing games. Tons of stuff at like for like the White Wolf, Vampire, and World of Darkness games. I did a little bit of stuff at Shadowline. A couple things at Heavy Metal. I've done some other indie stuff that died and never came out. Self-published some things. That's it. But I did a lot of illustrations for the World of Darkness and Vampire games. Did a lot of that stuff for years. Never worked at Marvel or DC though. I've never hit that big time. That never happened. I tried, but always. I'd meet people, talk to them, they'd like my stuff, and then I'd never hear from them. I'd try emailing them, and nada, zilch, zippo. I could never figure out why. It was weird, man. One minute people will talk to you because you got something coming out, and then the next, poof. I was like, wait, what? What happened? Concept art? No, I've never worked as a concept artist. Never done that. I never had the hookup to get in there. Everything is who you know. uh, there are exceptions. It happens all the time, but I never had a hookup to get into doing concept art. I would have liked to have. Some of that stuff pays pretty good. You draw like 100 drawings of the same thing over and over again, just slightly different, tweaking. Some of those dudes do okay. What was the gap between applications? Oh, for like Marvel and DC? Uh, Sometimes not that long at all. Back when they used to take mail-in submissions, I've even had, back when they had a new talent director, uh, a guy who handled mail-in submissions. It was back when Darren Auk used to do it. There was one time he even called me to be like, hey, when I was doing like ink submissions and I was learning to ink, he'd be like, you're really, really close. You're not there, but you're really, really close. Work on this, work on this. And then after that, he would send me back my samples every couple of months when I would send stuff in with handwritten notes. Yeah, it's never what you can do, it's who you know. Yeah, well, because so many artists are flakes. So it's a big risk to take a chance on a new artist. That's the reason they always would like have those fill-in issues in a drawer ready to go. And sometimes that same story might be handed out to a couple of different people because one of these, standby artists, these fill-in dudes, some of these young kids is gonna flake. A lot of work I got when I was doing stuff at White Wolf, when I would be really busy, the years that I was busy and I had something every month, It's not that I was good, because I was still learning. It's that I never missed a deadline. And I would get a job one month. I would turn that job in a week early, 2 weeks early sometimes. And then one day they'd be like, "Hey, we need 3 pieces by tomorrow. We'll pay you double the normal rate." Somebody flaked. That happened more than once. Hey, what's up, Kodiak? And you know, I I wasn't good, but I was fast. I was dependable. Then over the years, I got a lot better because I did that stuff off and on for, I don't know. I just did one of the last jobs I think I'm ever going to get from them just before the last Hero campaign. So 14 years, but there was a period there for a good 5 or 6 years where I did a lot of stuff. Oh, you wonder if he was testing how well you could take direction and turn around a piece? No, it's just somebody flaked and they needed somebody who could get something done and turned around. And even doing that stuff, I still had to work a day job, a part-time day job, because I didn't have work every month. It's just when I did have work, a lot of work. They would be like, "Here's $1,000 worth of stuff," which isn't a lot when you're talking about spot illustrations for a book or cards, those color cards. They would give me those color cards 5, 10 at a time for those games, those card games, like that are like those things paid pretty good. And you were doing an illustration like this size, color to go on a card. Well, if I really had to press, I could do 2 of those a day, and they paid a couple $100. Yeah, it's freaking Conan, bro. It's freaking Conan. Yeah, Pokemon. It wasn't Pokemon cards, but it was a card game. Vampire: The Eternal Struggle. Those cards pay good, and they'd give me, sometimes 5 or 6 of those at a time. Sometimes one time 10. It was 10, and I had a month to do them. And I could, if I really had to, if I really had to, I could do 10 of those in a week. So I could just take my time, or do something else. Do commissions. Commissions were easier to get back then too. Pokemons. You know whose Conan art I've seen lately, or something for Conan? I saw it on Instagram, and it looked dope, and it's a Ron Garney, dude. Like, that's cool. Ron Garney's freaking awesome. You've been pretty much sticking with the digital thing. Conan, once you pick up the sticks and put them to some paper, I would. I like digital for painting sometimes. I like digital for coloring. When you're talking about coloring for mass production, actually, I'd rather paint. If I'm doing my own artwork, I would rather do a fully painted like watercolor comic. Uh, I just can't get it scanned good, scanned well. I got my scanner's not great for that. It does okay with black and white, but paintings, it doesn't do a good job. Oh yeah, you're not familiar with Ron Garney, Kodiak? Woo! Dude just keeps getting better and better. He's a good guy. If you know what I mean. He's a good guy. Conservative. Whatever happened to Commodore? Commodore pops up every once in a while. He's out doing his thing, and then he pops up every once in a while. He actually popped up in one of our streams a couple weeks ago on Andrew's channel. It's just he popped in after the show was over when we were just hanging out. But Commodore's around. Commodore's still around. He just does his thing, comes and goes, like everybody, like like everybody. Yeah, but Commodore, he's still around. He's still around. Yeah, bump that digital inking, Kodiak. You've got the link if you want to come in. In this Conan, I'm trying to capture both my love for John Buscema and Walter Simonson at the same time. I don't know if it's working out. But both those artists are incredible. Sal Buscema too. Who am I kidding? Everybody's better than me. I'm sensitive. Oh man, that medallion just looks like an egg. Oh. No, it wouldn't work that way. It wouldn't go that way. It wouldn't work that way. No, 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 dude. No, this is not on par with Buscema. You are being too nice. You are being way too nice. Woo! Plus, I haven't inked it yet. I haven't had a chance to fuck it all up. Give me a minute. Are we talking Joker now? Oh yeah, dude. Oh wait, Evan. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. What do you guys think of Joker? You heard it was trash? Who said it was trash? Don't listen to anything Andrew says. Andrew didn't like it because he's a little girl. Like a Scorsese film. I guess so. It's not a comic book movie. Even though it's the Joker, it's not a comic book movie. Like if you removed like the Batman reference, of Bruce Wayne's, what happens to Bruce Wayne's parents in it, you know, and just made up, the Thomas Wayne character called him something else, this movie would stand on its own as something else that just happens to be called the Joker. Oh, you haven't seen it? I liked it. Joaquin Phoenix's performance is unsettling. Like he will give you the heebies and the jeebies. You watch the Joker, the guy that becomes the Joker in this story anyway, go from being this pathetic mess that kind of just needs some help, some serious help, to just being irredeemable. Oh, they had nothing to say. Um, it's it's an interesting take on the character. You sort of start to see why everything's a joke to him, because at every point in his life he fell through the cracks. So to him, our society, our morality, it's all one big joke. Oh yeah, spoilers. Um, I don't know. Will Kodiak have a conniption if there's any spoilers in what I say? If any spoilers, it's a new connection between. It offers a new connection between Joker and Bruce Wayne and Batman that none of the other movies or anything have done. At least as I'm aware of. Oh, besides the Jack Napier one. Oh yeah, there was Jack Napier. Oh, you didn't get it. Damn, man, that sucks, dude. Damn. Yeah, that's a kick in the junk. Man, we got babies to feed. I'm gonna black a lot of this out. There'll be little hints. Yeah, this will be mostly black. Broken. It'll be a little brushy. Was he Munchausen syndrome? No. Um, he was abused. He was a victim of abuse. That part is that's in there. He was abused and then returned to a bad situation. He's brain damaged, multiple disorders. And finally, when he just has nothing left and he has no idea who he is, all he has left is the Joker. Can you call him or what? Yeah, I wouldn't call it Munchausen, but he was left in the hands of abuse after being taken. Well, no, the mother did leave the person that abused him. But yeah, he's yeah. I don't know how long I'm going to be on for, Kodiak. What time is it? 6:30. I can stay on for a little bit more. I can stay on for a wee bit more. If you want to jump on. I was going to get off here soon and go make something to eat, but I can stay on. No, not his mother. Her boyfriend. Her boyfriend abused him, brain damaged him. Like, so she's guilty, but she didn't do anything about it. Knowingly letting someone beat your kid to death, almost beat your kid to death, is just as bad. Like, you're just as guilty in my eyes. I don't pay attention to. I don't follow that person, Kodiak. You say third? Oh, I think it's a little earlier than that. His character is intermittent throughout. He's both a TV show that he likes to watch and part of his delusions. if I'm not mistaken, the character shows up pretty quick in the movie. He's an integral part of his delusions. Uh, a little bit. Him and his mother watched the show. De Niro's character is sort of like the Johnny Carson of Gotham. So he does, yeah, he does idolize him as a comedian. Weaponized Nerd Rage, his live stream after he saw it was pretty good. Oh, you know everything you need to know about it? Okay. It's not a have to see in the theater movie. It works just as well watching it at home because it's not a spectacle. It's a character study. So you could easily wait to watch that at home and enjoy it just as well as if you'd gone to the theater, maybe more. What's I think one of the things really getting people excited is that it is a comic book character, typically thought of as like a superhero character in that genre. That they're handling like a real drama. They took it seriously, and it wasn't a joke. The Joker wasn't a joke. I don't think there's anything wrong with being waiting. I mean, I watched it wanting to hate it because I'm just a cynical jerk, but I enjoyed it. it's getting better reception because other movies suck. These maybe so many movies you see these days are so bland or politically correct and blandly politically correct that if you do anything remotely attempt to explore a character and be entertaining and visually interesting, it's going to look good by comparison. Maybe there's a little bit of that. Maybe. Because most of the movies I've seen lately are garbage and not in a good way. There's been a lot of bad movies. And a lot of movies that were okay that people think are better than they are. Some of the latest Marvel movies I haven't been as crazy about as other people. I'm like, it wasn't bad, but I don't think it's all that, some people were hyping them up to be. Oh, you're backstage. Oh, there you are. Okay. Would I like to take the? There you go. Would you like to take the Evan film? What's up? Would you like to take the Evan film aficionado test? What is the Evan film aficionado test? I don't know. I don't know if I would call myself a film aficionado. I like a lot of really bad horror movies, even though I know they're bad. But I just like them. What's the film aficionado test, Evan?
Like Death to Smoochie is it's so bad it's good movie.
Oh, it's so great. It's so, oh god, dude. Like, how do they say some of that stuff with a straight face, dude? Oh.
And we're not talking B-list actors either. We're talking, you can see how Robin Williams can do some of his lines because it's Robin Williams.
Yeah.
But when it's what's his name?
Ed Norton.
Yeah, you're sitting there going, is that really Ed Norton, right?
Yeah, dude.
The whole movie.
And the way he plays it up with Robin Williams, it's like, how did he deliver that line with Robin Williams right there saying that shit? Okay. How many questions is it, Evan? Hold on. Let me see.
great. You got to take a test. Did you study?
I know, man. I just give a thumbs up or a thumbs down to a movie. Okay. How many questions is it? How many movies is it, Evan?
I now know why they packaged Birdman in that one with that, because Edward Norton plays in Birdman.
Gotcha.
But when I was coming in, I heard you say that movies are either one of two things. I can't remember what you said though. Like there's no good movies lately because they're all this or that. But another thing is there's so much, and Birdman gave birth to this, and me and my wife throw it back every now and then. It's apocalypse porn. Basically, Infinity War. You know what I mean? Those type of movies. And what I think it is with Joker is it's real cinema, it's real drama, it's real acting. It doesn't rely on CGI. Yeah.
No, yeah. Oh man, Evan top Inception. Haven't seen it.
Yeah.
John dies at the end. I liked it. Black Panther. It was all right. Star Wars Episode 7. I'm an Empire Strikes Back person. Ghostbusters, the original only. Cable Guy.
Yep.
Funny and disturbing.
Yep.
Like you don't like you go, oh, it's a Jim Carrey movie. Then you watch it, you're like, that was a little fucked up.
Yeah. You're always looking for that guy too, because you know that guy.
Yeah.
I quote. I always tell my wife to look out for the Cable Guy. And I'm not saying the actual Cable Guy. I'm just like people out there that are
that guy.
Yeah. They work at a company, so you're supposed to be able to trust them, and yet they're Dennis Rader in real life. Is it Rader or Reader?
I don't know.
You know BTK, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bind, Torture, Kill.
Yeah.
That's where they're at on that show Mindhunters I like on Netflix. Is they're about to have to, he's active.
Is that a documentary or what?
No. It's about the formation. It's a drama about the formation of the behavioral science unit.
Ooh. Oh, so does
passed. I passed. I passed. Yeah, it's like what's that show Criminal Minds? You know that it's about the formation of the real group, I believe.
So it takes place in like the early 80s or 70s or something?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. He said something that doesn't compute. Star Wars Episode 7. What's that? There's only 6. Ghostbusters 2016. What? It came out in 1984.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I watched that movie. That was, you know what? I couldn't watch it all. I was just like, this is hot trash.
Black Panther, the aftermath ruined it. Me and my wife, we didn't know anything about we didn't know anything about drama or whatever, and we went and seen it on opening day with my kid. We liked it. I thought some of the CGI was shit.
Yeah. Overall, it's okay.
Yeah. It was fun. I mean, it doesn't surpass or, pale to Iron Man, but
yeah.
Then they wanted to make it some great, statement, and I'm like, guys, it's a freaking comic book movie. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Stop projecting a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like when I was watching the drama unfold, like the internet drama before the movie came out, I'm like, this is going to be a standard Marvel popcorn superhero movie. It's not going to have all this shit you're projecting on.
Exactly. And then the internet gets on, makes it worse. And my kid wears his Black Panther shirt at least once a week, and he never gets pooped for it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So it's just a bunch of Yeah, this generation. I keep telling this. I'm hoping to talk it into existence. The '80s was awesome. I might even be repeating myself to you, but I'm gonna say it again just to talk it. '80s was awesome. '90s was a drag. That old saying. Then 2000s was like upbeat, and then especially once 2015, the 2010s sucked and dragged on. I'm really hoping that 2020s will be awesome. Something awesome happens and surprises the shit out of us.
Ancient aliens will finally make themselves known.
Yeah, get tired of our bullshit and say, guys, y'all need some help.
My bad. I meant Star Wars, the original trilogy, remade and compacted into a single boring film. Oh man. Dumb shit. They people love to project all kinds of weird shit onto things.
Especially this culture that encourages it.
Oh, dude, they're insane.
I was just showing my daughter Candace Owens video where they love to bring her in front of Congress and then do it to her, and she's just she'll eat them every time, eat them alive, and then right at the end of the video it turns to the Republican speaker and he's just got his grin and he's just like laughing, like they weren't going to give her a chance to defend herself, and he used his time to give it to her to rebut, and she ate them alive, dude. It was so awesome. Probably one of her best things. But my buddy, I sent it to. He says I'm a little late. That's like a week old, but I don't know. It's still worth it, especially when I'm trying to explain to my daughter, whose school encouraged her to vote for Hillary when she was in kindergarten at the time, and I'm sitting there going, "What? Why are they doing that in school?"
Yeah. That's messed up.
Yeah. Just I don't want my daughter even voting for Trump at 5 years old. I don't care. It's not that. It's
Yeah. They should be like, how do I tie my shoes? That should
exactly.
That should be their biggest worries: tying their shoes, doing their homework.
Yeah. Do I have a pimple?
Did somebody, did the boy at school that pulled my hair like me?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Like, not that dumb shit.
Right. So I had to show her some Republican women that I would vote for, kind of thing, saying, Papa Bears, no. It's what they're trying to turn it into. They're trying to twist my words that I just didn't want Hillary because she was a woman. I'm like, no, I didn't want Hillary because she was the wrong person. It had nothing to do with anything. So.
That's so gross. That's so skeevy, dumping that on little kids.
My wife said she can remember her dad pointing out before Barack was even president, like every couple sitcom would mention Hillary as president or something like that. And her dad turned to her and said, see, they're getting people ready. It's kind of like
Yeah.
So even on the kids shows.
Skeevy. It's so skeevy.
Yeah.
No escape from no escapism, the way Zach says it, dude. Zach is a prophet.
Yeah, Zach's he's been enjoyable lately because I can still get my comic skate without any drama when it comes to him. So I can just see his opinion, which I usually agree on with books. Like it was so funny. That was so weird. I literally had just downloaded like almost. I might miss some special issues, but I literally have digital, of course, and some are bad copy. But I literally have every Batman comic book. And I was just reading that Batman. I think it's 251, the first Neil Adams cover. I was just reading it the night before he did that reissue. And he was just basically saying, I just love how, he was just kind of smoozing over an old comic book. It was kind of neat,
Mm-hmm.
But he did throw a little jabs in there, you know, about like if you turn on the back, they're selling. They got a picture of a classroom and they're selling a kid's BB gun.
Uh-huh.
It's so funny. It was like, man, it was a different time.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
My dad would tell me at 12 years old, he'd put a real, you know, they'd put a real rifle on their back and go out in the woods. 12 years old. Nobody thought anything. Nobody thought anything of it in the 1950s. If you saw a kid on a bicycle and he had a 22 on his back, 22 right, didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, my dad. I thought it was always amazing when my dad would be like, "Yeah, I was driving all over town at 12 in my grandfather's truck. Not Clearwater, but."
And people didn't think anything of it.
Nope. Matter of fact, how many times he had to sleep in the truck waiting for his grandfather to get out of the bar, and it wasn't like 2:00. It was like 7:00 in the morning back then. Because there was no 2:00 whatever curfew. I think.
Oh yeah, that last call.
Yeah.
Yep. Now we got a bunch of what up, Cross? Now it's all just a bunch of
demands. Yeah.
It's just pussy shit. We've gone soft, man.
Joe Rogan's noticing it too. I noticed it, especially in comedy, like with the Chappelle and Burr, which I still, dang it, we had to cancel our Netflix, so I still haven't watched the Burr one.
I haven't seen it either.
But he said that it's almost like, remember the Catholic Church? Well, that's the one I was always told. I don't know which church used to do it. Mine didn't, but they used to publish what rock and roll albums you weren't allowed to listen to, and they would like not just that, also comic albums. Like at one time, George Carlin's 7 Dirty Words was on it, and I think Dee Snider said he would go to the wall and go, "Okay, what did they post for me to look up to go buy?" Now, and that's what Joe Rogan was saying. He's like, now it's starting to bounce off people. It's like when they go after these comedians like Chappelle and stuff, they're like, oh, it's good. I'm going to go check that out. So
yeah,
I see it. I'm hoping it speeds up, but I'm seeing the pendulum kind of start heading the other direction. And I'm hoping something will, because it's breaking people's pocketbook.
Because normies in there in the middle, man. Normies are somewhere in the middle.
Yep.
They may go a little right or a little left, but most people are somewhere in the middle. And they thought when Barack got elected that they had a hard shift to the left. Wrong.
Yeah.
They thought they had control forever.
That's another thing I'm trying to do with my daughter is because I didn't have, my mom and dad were Jehovah's Witnesses. So when they would pull that stuff to me in school, like I remember in 5th grade, the Clinton Bush presidency, and my teacher, he didn't tell us one thing. He didn't even approve of it. And I thought he was just being grumpy. But all he would say was that he was voting for Bush or whatever. And I remember this. God, I remember this. And my wife still brings it up once I told her the story. I remember in my classroom, we went to the library and voted in a mock vote for the president. I voted for Bill Clinton because he played saxophone on Arsenio Hall.
Oh yeah, it was Arsenio.
Now, as an adult, don't you see how that once I woke up and I'm realized I'm not a kid no more, I'm like, boy, I was influenced by, hey, he's cool, not by the actual stuff. And I didn't have a mom or dad that was into politics that could say, hey, what it was. So as soon as I left the Jehovah's Witnesses as an adult, I went Democrat, and I drank the Kool-Aid even more. So I did. No, I'm serious. I went from Jehovah's Witnesses drinking the Kool-Aid to Democrats drinking the Kool-Aid.
Drinking that Kool-Aid.
Yeah, man. Tell Benjamin he can have a peanut butter and jelly instead. No.
PB&J.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of a fast today, so I'll intermediate fast. So I made the kid make dinner. He only knows how to make one thing: grilled cheese.
Total Rabbit said Bill Clinton was never cool.
Nope. But to a 11-year-old kid who liked Arsenio Hall and didn't understand what politics was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know nothing.
Nope.
You don't know nothing till you're about 30. Then you're like, oh, that's right.
Exactly. No, I tell my kids all that.
Shit.
Yeah. And it's like right. It's like a bullseye mark. It's like right at 30. You go, ooh, I was dumb.
Yeah.
It's like you reach your next evolution right at 30.
You're like, oh wow, what the?
It came like that too. At 18, I went crazy, and at 25, I was like, phew. At 26, I was like, oh crap, and then at 30, I was just like, well, this is what it is.
Yeah.
You know. Since I've been hitting all the landmarks, I wonder when I'm going to hit my when is midlife hit? Is it 40 or is it 50?
It depends on how you're doing in life.
In that case, it was when I was 15. No.
It can start around 40-ish. But if you're doing good in life, it's midlife crisis type thing usually happens to someone with a lot of regret. That tends to be caused by a lot of regret and untaken missed opportunity.
Well, yeah. I do have missed opportunities, tons of them. But as far as regret, maybe in that field.
Yeah, Turtle Rabbit says he found Rush Limbaugh when he was like 13, when Rush had that TV show in the what was it, late 80s, early 90s?
Oh crap! I don't know if my computer's just gonna die. It just gave me the blue notification of death. No, it looks like it's fine. Yeah, I just it's funny. Rush Limbaugh was kind of a happy accident, and I'm only recently starting to just like not turn him down when I'm pulling into the driveway. But yeah, I because he was the only thing on, we could get the radio station to come in on when I had to go pick the kids up. So every day I'm sitting there in that line for an hour, and I'm listening to him, and I'm like rolling my eyes at him, even though I've already made that transition, that direction. I just don't want to listen to Rush Limbaugh, right? He's just that name that I've heard my whole life of. Oh, the devil,
he's the boogeyman.
He's the boogeyman, and then you're sitting there hearing him talk, and you're like, sounds like pragmatism to me, you know. It sounds
and he's like one of the world's greatest trolls.
Yeah, is he really? I haven't seen him do any trolls yet.
Oh, dude, I'll listen to Rush. He'll say something. He'll deliberately say it in a way that can be taken out of context. Then he will explain what he really meant. Then tell you what all the talking heads are going to say about what he said.
Yeah.
And he'll nail it. And I'm just like, dude, that's so.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you know how to like. He plays him like a fiddle.
And I have seen him do that. And him and the whole thing of what I've been noticing is starting to get like the end of 8 Mile. Remember the end of 8 Mile? Have you ever seen that?
Never seen it.
Oh wow, that's a good one. That's actually a good one. You wouldn't think it was, but it's fun. But at the end, he wins his battle. Like he gets messed up through, his girlfriend cheats on him to try to get a record deal or something. You know, he gets beat up by a bunch of guys because he beats the dude's ass that cheats on his girl. because she's a hoe. And, you know, so the final rap battle is just like, you know, a rap battle. And then he basically comes off with this awesome rhyme. And his last thing is here. He throws the mic to him. It's like, here, he goes off on himself. He's like, I do live on in a trailer. With my mom, I do. What's his face did screw my girl. I'm still standing here saying "fuck your world" or something. You know, "fuck the free world," which is the name of the other group, Free World. And basically, and he throws him the mic and says, "Tell these guys something they don't know about me," and it stumps the other guy. Well, basically, that's where this they're coming up with so much bullshit. It's like trying to throw it all, see what sticks. That it's you can already start seeing it's backfiring on a larger level.
Mm-hmm.
Like people,
usually when you see somebody that's got one grievance after another against someone, and it constantly escalates, it's usually bullshit.
Yep, that's why I was just telling my daughter today that very thing.
If someone's always got a problem with such person A, person B, and it's never ending, constantly escalating, like the rumors and the allegations get wilder and wilder and wilder, it's bullshit.
Oh,
even if there's any truth to any of it, it's almost going to be always radically taking it out of context in order to perpetuate the smear campaign. That's the reason I don't listen to a lot of, heck, look at the infighting in CG. I don't listen to a lot of it.
Yeah.
Because when someone's going on and on and on and it's constantly escalating, you're full of shit.
Exactly. Amen. That's what I was telling my daughter today. That's exact same thing. I have to ask myself when I was like, baby, anytimes I try to compare it to a school kid, of course, but yeah, basically that same thing.
When it's constantly escalating, when the bad things that somebody supposedly did is always escalating and they just kind of sitting there looking like, what the fuck did I do? That's bullshit.
Or how about you just said something awesome or you just did something awesome and they have to drum up with one line. That's the Candace Williams things. Candace Owens things. They said right there in front of this white lady who represents the black society somehow, basically told, he says, "I'm offended that you laughed at school violence," or blah, blah, blah. And they weren't, the guy, the house, the chairman wasn't gonna let her rebut because he's a Democrat. And the Republican says, "I'm taking my time. I have 4.5 minutes to talk and I'm giving it to her to rebut that." And she just kills it, man. She's like, you do the same thing everybody in the media does to my president, does to everything. You took something I didn't said and twisted it to your narrative. Oh man, she's only 30, but I can't wait to see what happens. If she stays on this path, she could do something in politics.
Cool. Yeah, a lot of political stuff right now. I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it. I'm not paying attention. I'm all about some artwork, man.
Right.
Color and Hero. Trying to think up some things. Figure out what the hell I'm doing. Drawing stuff on stream.
Yeah.
Trying to sell some sketches.
With me, I'm just getting nervous because I know any minute now it's going to be 2015 all over again. It's like,
let them go nuts. Like when someone's that crazy, stand back, stay calm, and let them go crazy. They will destroy themselves. If someone wants to sling mud at you, just kind of stand back, be chill, be like, not true, not true, not true, and let them wreck themselves.
Yep.
Because eventually they will. They won't be able to stop. Especially the calmer you stay.
I held my breath when you started inking the pencils, but man, is that looking good.
Oh, thanks, man.
It looks like a a paid job. Like it looks like you're like you knew exactly where you was going and how to flesh that out. That's awesome.
But I didn't.
You did or didn't?
I didn't.
Well, yeah. At first, the first week of the Inktober, where I was doing, like I told you, that I was going to stay on digital just to kind of figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I had lost that thing I told you where I was just bored when it came to digital. Now I just like, it's like I want to go back to pencils.
You want to go back to ink traditionally.
Yeah, yeah.
So do it. Just set it down and do it. Grab a pen. It could be a ballpoint pen.
I still think I should, follow what I set out for myself, because I still find myself making mistakes with the black inks that, I shouldn't probably be making. And if I was to.
That's part of
Right.
the drawing exercise, I think, Tober.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if you know about this, but they make these.
Yeah. Is that just is that opaque or is it just paper?
It's a whiteout pen.
Yeah, I have a couple of those, but I want some of the opaque ink. But it's $20 a vial. God, my kids are driving
Which
crazy.
one?
Prisma.
Well, don't buy that shit.
I seen what Elliot was using. I asked him one day what, and he gave me a link to. So, if you know a better type.
I buy either the Windsor. I buy the Bombay, the Dr. Martens Bombay in white, and the Winsor Newton white. Go to Ready Arts, San Marco. Although Michaels tends, Hobby Lobby and Michaels have this stuff usually in white, but the Winsor Newton white ink is at Ready Arts in San Marco. Yeah, Prismacolor. How big of a bottle is that for $20? Better be a big damn bottle.
What is it? Thursday? What day did Andrew get back?
Monday night or Tuesday?
Wait, did he have a Wednesday stream or no?
Yeah. He streamed last night.
Oh shoot! I missed everything last night. Forgot it was even Wednesday. Have you ever been working digital so much that you start drawing on paper and all of a sudden you flick your fingers like you're trying to zoom up?
No.
Like you're so.
That's not. Plus, I can't do that when I'm working digitally. I'm on a computer.
Drives me crazy when I try to zoom up on a piece of paper.
Oh my god! Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. It's just it becomes a muscle reflex. It's literally like anything. Like if you just you don't do it more than once, but every now and then, like when I've been like just on my tablet, and I switch over, I'm drawing, and I want to look closer, so I try to flick it and I zoom up on it. And I'm like, wait a minute. You immediately you go, dumbass. It's like losing your pencil, but it's up in your ear, It's just
up
one of the.
It's up in my where?
Your ear.
Ear. Oh, ear.
Oh, up in your rear.
I'm like, wait, I'm pretty sure I would notice that. Oh boy.
So is Joker depressing? Or well, I mean,
it's dark.
I like things like my favorite movie is Fight Club and things like it. So, like, and I'm not talking from the Fight Club aspect. I'm talking from the Descent into Madness aspect.
It is. Oh yeah. Yeah.
This might be one of my favorite movies of the past 10 years.
Andrew didn't like it.
Yeah.
I knew it. I gave him shit on the stream, but when I watched, I was like, "Oh, that movie was pretty good." Andrew, I hate it.
Yep.
At no point did a little cartoon animal help a small child discover the beauty of friendship.
So great.
I'm so mean. Oh,
That's so true.
yeah. I was just like, yeah, that was pretty good. It made you think. It made you think about the Joker.
Turtle Rabbit, he feels my pain.
Yeah.
He brushes his on his screen after erasing from him. No. No, that's the thing I do too. I try to tap it to take my mark back. It's like, yeah, it's like I can't take my mark back.
Yeah.
No erase button.
I kind of hope he doesn't come out with like Betty Page hair.
Well, that's what he's known for.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't have Betty Page breasts, I think we're all right. He's co-ma'am.
Oops.
Co-ma'am.
Oops. So I should erase the bustier.
Yeah.
Erase the lace.
Yeah. Erase the lace.
I should do some Betty Page sketches.
Oh yeah.
But I can't do those on stream. I can show the finished artwork because I can draw a bikini on her or something. But let's say that I'm going through my Betty Page book looking for reference, and like the one I want to use has got the boobs.
Yep.
It's got those those bobs. I love bobs. You love bobs, but I'm thinking sensory people might not like bobs.
And see, that's something that goes against their rules. They're supposed to actually allow any artwork that has nudity, but
I've heard you will get knocked for it.
Yeah, they like Brian Shearer was saying. It seems they demonetized him because he was smoking a pipe, a tobacco pipe, a corn cob tobacco pipe. They demonetized his videos with the
pipe.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous, man. That's beyond.
Messed up, dude.
That's just beyond. I mean, I'm throwing my hands up going, I already noticed. I was telling Tara, I was like Gabe El Taib. I like him. He's just a fun guy. So I hang out on his stream, and he's like, I'm just trying to get, my count up. And I'm like, this guy's working on, he right now is the colorist on a book that's got big, like a DC book. And whether you like the companies or not, that would a year or two ago, 3 years ago on YouTube, that would have been a big draw. I wouldn't have been even been able to talk to him because he would have so many people in his chat because.
There's a lot of comic pros that have YouTube channels they abandoned.
Yeah.
From years ago. It's not the draw you think.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's not.
It just seems like even me, when I used to post something on let's say Instagram, it just seems like I got more traffic just a few years ago. Matter of fact,
that's because Facebook changed the algorithm again.
Yeah.
They changed it where your followers will not see your posts, just like on Facebook, unless you pay.
Yeah. And then you pay just to show to your people that already follow you.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
It's pretty skeevy.
Yeah. Well,
that's the reason I joined that one site, but it died. No one
uses
it. I can't remember the name of it. It was supposed to be free to start out, then become pay, and it was supposed to be more exclusive. But it was kind of like Instagram. I can't remember the name of it now. Everybody joined but it died. I can't remember the name of it. I don't even
when-
have it on my phone anymore.
Oh my God.
Bureau?
Oh my God. Did you hear in the background? I'm glad you can't hear through my speaker.
I heard something, but
I'm like looking down and all of a sudden I hear, let it go, let it go. And I'm like, oh God.
Andrew stopped by your house?
Yeah, he's in there singing to my kids. Should he be alone?
No, he's fine. But that wouldn't shock me.
They just found out there's a doggone Frozen 2 coming out, and now they're watching the original.
Well, that's fine. They're little kids.
I don't know. No, you're right. I actually every now and then get like hooked on like that Angry Birds, the first one. Like every time they would put it on, I would end up watching a good segment of the movie. I don't know why. It's just like whatever.
Well, some kids' movies do have things the adults can get into.
You sitting there picking out the things. My kid doesn't know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of movies have stuff like that in them. Or else
I just did such a dad thing. I'm like laughing with you, and it's honest too. It went straight 0 to 90. I yelled at my kids, and then I muted it again, and then I unmuted, and I went back to laughing. It's serious. I literally like.
It's funny.
You practice that. You get good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like. Man, my kid got stung by a wasp. Ooh. And his face blew up for 4 days.
Damn.
And he was out of school.
What kind of wasp?
Just a normal wasp.
Yeah.
His body just went full-fledged reactant on it.
Ooh. I got stung on the throat by a wasp once when I was a little kid. Right on the Adam's apple. He flew under my chin as I looked down, and I trapped him.
God, how dangerous was that?
It freaking hurt. I cried. I was little.
That's what I mean. Oh, the deadly part is that it closes up your throat and can close up your throat and close up your lungs, right? That's why they're so deadly if you have a reaction to them. And that one stung you in the Adam's apple? Holy crap.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you didn't see my kid's face. He looked like the kid from Mask.
Oh wow!
Like, no lie. I'll send you a picture at some point, and you'll be like, "Oh man, what?" Like I thought it was an exaggeration. That movie, what Glitch, the Will Smith movie. What? Even if you didn't see it, you might have seen the preview where he eats shellfish and his.
Oh face. Yeah, and he has the reaction and he pops up.
Yeah. Well, my kid made that look like nothing. I've never seen it. I've never blown up like that. I've never had a reaction like that. I've never seen anybody have a reaction. I didn't know it was real.
Yeah, he's allergic.
Yep.
He's allergic.
Yep.
Well, one of the good things to put on those stings is tobacco, wet tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
That's a country thing.
Oh yeah. But you got to get it from Grandpa's mouth because it's something about Grandpa's saliva that helps. That's something we literally used to say. It's something my Grandpa Matt, he worked on the farm, and my mom used to say it. She's like, you got to get it right out of Grandpa's mouth. He's got the saliva that heals.
Oh my God, dude. Oh man, Grandpa spit. Yep. It'll fix you.
They always talk about bottling Mama spit, but Grandpa spit.
Oh yeah. A mother's saliva is like a cleaning solution.
Yeah. Whereas Grandpa's can light a fire.
Yeah.
You could probably smoke Grandpa's spit.
dude, kids today aren't gonna have any clue.
And it just keep. I'm. Somebody was saying something about comic books, and I'm like, I had this premonition, this visual of, the generation or the next generation having like this march against paper. It's like the way they are with. You know what I mean? Like everything become digital. Like we have digital. Why would we need paper? And it's like
paper isn't paper. Making paper itself can be an art.
Yeah. That's why I always like Renaissance painters. When you realize they had to stretch their damn canvas, they didn't go to freaking Walmart and buy a canvas.
Oh, yeah. I've done that. I got sick of it. I don't like canvas, but I've stretched my own canvas.
What about crushed your own cobalt blue?
No.
Yeah, it's like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's a reason so many of those paintings are like all done in brown.
Yeah. I mean, just think of how annoying it is when we ran out, and we could do anything from Amazon to run up to the store and get paint.
Yeah. There's this art board I wish that was still around. You can't find it. This duotone board.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it for sale anywhere. And if you find the board, good luck finding the activator, because it's an illustration board of paper that has duotone patterns in it that you activate. There's a light activator and a dark activator. And some of the old illustrations you see with those dots and patterns, it's not always the screen tone. Sometimes it's duotone paper. It's duotone board, duo board, or whatever. You can't find the stuff. And if you do, it's really expensive. And if you can find the paper, you can't always find the activator.
D's in the house. He says kids today don't go out and play. And I have to.
True.
It's true. I have to be careful, because if I send my kids out to play, they might get molested.
God, that's hot.
Dude, her grandmother came by, and you know who I'm talking about, and I can pretty much get away with that. And it was about 100 times worse than I thought. So we'll move on. I shouldn't have brought that up. But yeah, basically, it's not just they don't go out and play, because my kids aren't allowed on the internet and all those devices and stuff. They do play video games, but I'm still strict on that. But it's like, if they go outside, I have to have my windows, and I have to be right sitting by the window, because I just know that one day a white van's going to drive by and I'm going to lose a kid.
Oh.
So that's even when I was a kid,
people didn't worry about that.
No. And I had a creepo walking home that scared the crap out of me once, but still it wasn't as bad,
Weird.
Or maybe it just didn't get reported as much.
Well, we didn't have a 24-hour news cycle.
Uh-huh.
So you didn't hear about everything weird thing that happened. Like something that happened in the next town over, or the next major city, didn't make it to you. You didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Did you know that Green Cove signed a petition to keep Walmart out of so they still have that old town feel? That's where my buddy lives, and I went out there last month at one time. It's not, and it was dead. There's nothing open, but all these beautiful like mom and pop stores. And I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, they signed a petition. But the funny thing is just 20-minute drive out of Green Cove, 15 minutes down the road, there's a giant Walmart. But still, it's enough to keep their economy slightly moving.
Mm. Yeah, trust me, all those people still go to Walmart.
Yeah.
They all still go there.
And they gotta, yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot of Batman. I forgot how much I was into Batman, but
Oh, the 80s and 90s Batman, a lot of those were really good.
yeah.
In 70s, some of the stuff in the 70s was good too.
I love how in the 70s you have this really, I mean, that art was just popping and there was nothing being drawn like that. And yet, and every now and then, like Zach pointed out, every now and then you'll get this, like the guy that's like, hold on, you get before Batman, before you take me to jail, I gotta go get my toothbrush. And Batman's like, that's a fair request. So every now and then you got that camp cheese that like, what the hell? But that's in issue 251.
That's
like,
crazy.
I was
Batman, I gotta get my toothbrush. Fair request.
Yeah, and you would think, okay, it's aimed at the kids. They're trying to get kids to, realize the importance, some kind of hidden message bullshit. No, he tricked Batman and escaped.
Oh my god!
He tricked Batman by saying, "I gotta go get my toothbrush." Now, that fun-loving, hey, citizen Batman is gone. Now it's punch you in the face and 3 or 4 times. Then he talks to you, and then he's like, I'm gonna break a few bones before he's like, I'm a.
Well, blame the toothbrush guy. Somebody's got to fuck it up for everybody.
Yeah, there you go. It's all the toothbrush.
Blame that asshole.
Yeah,
he fucked it up for us all. I'm laying here with 3 broken ribs, going, "Please take me to jail, you prick! Stop hanging me off the fucking building."
Yeah,
it's not my fault. Yeah, fucking psycho.
That's great.
Oh,
man, Batman stays good right up into the Court of Owls might get convoluted, but it's holding me so far.
Court of Owls.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never read it. I bought the black and white edition for some dope ass Greg Capullo.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's dope.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Where the hell is it? I know I got it. I know Daddy's got it. Where's my card?
Oh man, that's horrible. No, but I gotta say, D says, do you guys listen to the Jack Show? They talk about a serial killer, Fisher, who kidnapped kids, killed them, and writes letters to their parents about how he did it.
Oh my god, no, I have no. Wait, what episode is the Jack Show?
Well, they get into all kinds of stuff like that. You gotta have to dig to find it because it could be any episode.
I haven't seen every episode of the Jack Show. I've only seen a couple.
Yep.
And I liked it. And I watched for some reason, I sit there and I watch those fuckers try to eat $30 worth of Taco Bell.
I wanted to see that and I missed that. I wanted to see it live.
I can't figure out why I watched that. But I couldn't stop.
It's the reason John Malin is just won 4 drawn in quarters in a row. Is he knows how to entertain and be the loudest voice in the room kind of thing. God, that's oh man, that's awesome.
I know, dude. This is why I bought this book. I have not read it, and I probably never will read it.
Yeah.
I bought it because it's super dope. It looks good, dude.
Well, I was always hard-pressed not to read it because I watched the Gotham version of it, or parts of it, and they was starting out with, the Court of Owl had the Waynes killed, which this is going that way too, and I got pissed off. I'm like, no. The point was supposed to be that it was some random nobody that pulled the trigger on his parents.
Yeah.
And that was, for me, I think that's where it's going to still end up, but it mentions that the Court of Owls was trying to have the Waynes killed, and it just ended up that some random dude took care of it for him. Mm. But I don't know. I'm halfway through and just... I don't know. My eyes can't focus on things as well. That's why it's good for me digital, because I could not read a book. I could not read a book in dim light. I think that's the only reason I prefer digital, is because it helps me actually see what I'm looking at.
The lit screen.
Yeah, and it's a 12.9 screen, so it feels like a comic book.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, I've read the Ninja Turtles versus Batman. That was fun.
I missed that.
Yeah,
That's that came along. At least the first one. I had moved on.
yeah. Well, I'm just looking for good. I needed something that I was still looking at art, training my eye on art, and especially, dude. I have a thing you guys have got me into. I can't get 2 or 3 pages without flipping back and looking at who the artist is. I have that thing now that I should have had way back when, but sue me. But but no. So I get to both fill my head with stories and words, and look at art at the same time. So it's kind of like, and what else did that book? It's so funny because that Viking book that Andrew has that he was going to show you. I had just downloaded that. I haven't read it yet, but that looked interesting and interesting art.
Viking book. I don't remember.
It's pretty dope ass art though. That's where I found that one person I was sending you. God damn it! I had her name. Oh, She-Wolf. Remember that one?
No, I'm sorry.
Something.
Oh, Bolton?
Yeah, Bolton.
John Bolton.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Bolton's awesome.
Yeah, and you were like, "Oh, kid, you have a lot to learn."
Yeah. Well, I wasn't familiar with that book from Bolton, but
Yeah.
I was familiar with Bolton.
Man, like there's this Punisher graphic novel that just reads like a good story. It's just like I'm like, why it's not that hard, guys. What's going on, you know?
Ideology, and they've given up on selling the books.
Yeah.
There's no one left at Marvel who wants to sell comics.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be a lifestyle brand. They want to,
they're going to end up going
be in
the way
movies.
It's an MTV thing. It's the same thing. It's I don't even know if MTV is still around or if they rebranded or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know what that is either.
Yeah.
D says, I dislike Batman, but the Judge Dredd versus Batman is badass, especially the Bisley one. Woo!
Yes. Yeah, I have
the second one was good too. I forgot who was it that did that one. Was it Fabre? No.
I know it was somebody very popular.
It was somebody popular who has a Bisley-esque style. But yeah, it was good. Oh, dude, the Bisley one.
Wait, is the second one where he comes down and he basically picks a fight with Batman to save his life? Beats the shit out of Batman?
I don't remember. Dude, I bought that crap for the art. If I read it once, and I just looked at the art.
Yeah, but it's one of those John Wick type stories. It's like real. You could just pretty much get it by the art. It's like, why is Judge Dredd? Why is Judge Dredd kicking his ass? It's like, oh, he was trying to stop him from his death. It's like, but yeah, there's like I didn't know there's like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, I picked up a graphic novel of a bunch of them collected, I believe, out of like a Ollie's. That's right. I stopped making videos of stuff I was buying before I. Damn, I have a mountain of stuff I've bought at Ollie's before I canceled my pool at my comic shop, and some stuff I bought at my comic shop. And I've got a bunch of stuff I've gotten from Andrew. I really should start making those videos again of what I've picked up and going through it. Bisley needs to come back. Bisley's still around, man. I don't think he's doing mainstream comics a lot. First off, when it comes to mainstream comics, they can't afford Simon Bisley anymore.
Mm-mm. His process is he has to charge a lot.
Dude, I bet you that dude's at least $1,000 a page.
Yeah. He was Todd, like last month or something. He was right behind Todd in one of Todd's videos, Todd McFarlane's.
Yeah.
At a con. So he's still doing his thing.
Yeah, he needs to crowdfund a book.
Isn't he like British?
Yes.
Or yeah, okay. I thought so. He was doing this giant God, it's gotta be years ago now. But just yesteryear, he was doing that giant freaking Joker painting, airbrushing.
Yep.
God, it was so gorgeous.
Yeah, dude, he's nuts, dude. His artwork is nuts.
To know that,
yeah, some of his stuff does look rough when you see it. I think it's because he's probably not getting paid enough to go full blown on it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
I mean, who's going to pay that kind of money? Remember in the 80s and 90s, you used to see fully painted comic books, these prestige format books, fully painted covers by lots of different painters.
He's probably having to do quality over quantity right now in order to keep up his lifestyle.
Yeah, quantity. Yeah.
So
I mean,
that loses some.
To have someone like Simon Bisley paint a book, when it takes him 3 or 4 days to paint a page, maybe longer.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
Especially when they have some wannabe Bisley that does it digitally and they can pay,
There's not even any
and there's this
out there.
And there's this dislike for superstars anyways. They're wanting to get away from the superstar even more and make,
because superstars hurt them when they leave.
Yep. And I was thinking this today. I had this another one of those. I was like, what if it's going to be, there's no longer going to be artists. There's going to be programmers that program it into computer, and the computer, you type it in like a script and the computer finishes the product. I was like, that's gross. That's a gross thought. I hate that thought. I wish I never had that thought.
That might be close to something that could happen. I mean,
the technology isn't there yet, but that doesn't mean
you build a computer model of your character and an algorithm that understands what you're saying. Blah.
I mean, can you remember just a few years ago when you thought a drone was totally improbable? When you thought the drones, the way they are now, just humming in front of you. I mean, we used to have these helicopters that barely stayed. You'd have to spend lots and lots of money to get a helicopter, and they did not have the control that these drones do.
Oh yeah, and you can buy like a $50 drone.
yeah, you can buy, and it just it'll sit there and hum right in front of you.
Yeah.
Hey drone, lock on me. I'm surprised they don't got voice activated drones.
Wait.
Yeah. I know they have drones that can lock on a face and kill people from the military has tons of shit like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Wait, it'll get cheaper to do, and then you'll have one. You'll have one that can follow you around and recognizes your face and know you're the controller.
You'll see 20 people in line and everybody has one. It's already went from us being warned that 1984 could happen to people wanting 1984 to happen.
Skynet is online.
Yeah, and we like them. Hey Siri.
Yep, we appreciate power. That little feminist rock star has a song that's about that.
God, the new one.
Yeah, her song Grimes. One of her new songs, we appreciate power, is about that. It's like it's saying we appreciate power, don't kill us.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what that song's about. They're computer overlords or robot overlords.
You know, I've known a lot of successful, super tremendous successful women. My mother being one of them, and none of them would consider themselves. None of the super tremendous successful women that I know would consider themselves feminists. That's like a bad word to them.
I think she does it. I think she does it as a bit. Grimes. I think it's a bit. I think it's
That's awesome.
I think it's an act. I don't
Play
think
the character.
Yeah, I don't think she's a true believer because she has
Oh crap!
People that work with her have to sign all these weird NDAs and stuff, and she's dating Elon Musk. And
Oh, she's what? Oh wow! I didn't know that.
yeah, I think it's all bullshit.
I forgot all about my wife. I forgot I had the van. Oh shit!
Oh no, you're fired.
Hey! No, I'm not. What I put up with? Nope. All
right.
Okay, never mind. She said she wouldn't be ready until 9.
At it. Well, I'm going to get off here because I got to go to work in the morning and I want to make something to eat. I am hungry.
Food, feed that belly.
Yeah, man, I'm hungry. D, Turtle Rabbit, Cross, everybody who stopped by. Thanks, Evan. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me, Kodiak.
Yeah, man.
Thanks to Dillard for stopping by and hanging out with me for a little bit.
Yeah, I missed that. That depressed me.
Yeah, JP, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow night? Yeah, tomorrow night I'll be over on Andrew's channel, Misfit Corner Comics.
Misfit Corner.
Later, guys.
Later, guys.